Good evening and welcome to Edgerton, Ohio tonight as we get ready for the regular season finale in high school football this evening. It's a GMC collision between the 9-0 Antwerp Archers, champions of the Green Meadows Conference for the very first time. They are 6-0. They wrapped that up last week with their win, and that coupled with losses by Edgerton and Ayersville gave them the outright championship, but still plenty to play for as we will unfold as the night goes on. Edgerton comes in 7-2 overall on the season, 4-2 in the Green Meadows Conference. Antwerp collecting a big win last week over Paulding to wrap up that title with the rest of the help that they got. Edgerton took themselves out of contention for the GMC as they lost handily at Tenora 31-6. This is the Oberlin and Turnbull Funeral Homes and Crematory pregame show as we welcome you in senior night tonight and a picture-perfect weather night for week 10 of high school football this evening. There are going to be some jostling for playoff positioning in this game. If Edgerton would win, they still have a home game within their reach, with Antwerp carrying a ton of computer points if they should pull the upset tonight. For Antwerp, they're trying for another first. That would be the first ever 10-0 season in Antwerp football history, and a win tonight would more than likely give them double home games, meaning they already know they're going to get a home game next week. So if they would win next week in the opening round of the playoffs, then week number 2 would also be a home game, and they would all but clinch that here this evening. A lot to talk about here tonight about both these teams. Our Brian Ford Lincoln conversation about both these teams as we roll on the Oberlin and Turnbull Funeral Homes and Crematory pregame show tonight. Edgerton and Antwerp on B-Rock Sports.
When you're paying the right price for protection, you just know it. It's that warm, fuzzy, totally secure feeling, knowing that you're not only getting great coverage, but you're also not paying too much for it. And there's no one that knows that feeling like me, Molly Culler, your local Allstate agent, because I work every day to get people like you the coverage they need with the savings they deserve. Give me a call for your quote today. Allstate, you're in good hands.
Savings vary based on the average annual savings reported by new auto customers surveyed in 2019 who switched to Allstate.
When it comes to choosing a memorial that represents the lasting memories of a person's life, the Fackler Monument Company in Montpelier, Ohio can create exactly what you are looking for, like an eagle soaring through the woods etched on a memorial, a bench that has mom and dad's names engraved into the granite to sit and reflect, a picture of the family farm etched on the stone, or maybe your style is a memorial that has a split headstone with a vase in between for flowers. The Fackler Monument Company of Montpelier, Ohio, serving families in the tri-state area since 1924.
You know where to go when your vehicle has been in an accident, but why should you take that same vehicle to Jason Dietz Collision and Service when you need an oil change, brake job, or any other routine maintenance? It's because Dave Brown and Sam Bailey have 60 years of combined experience diagnosing and repairing domestic, foreign, and classic automobiles. They have a state-of-the-art alignment machine that ensures a perfect alignment every time, and the training and expertise to fix your problem the first time. So whether it's a crash or take your vehicle to Jason Dietz Collision and Service.
The team at the Antwerp Exchange Bank would like to wish the Antwerp Archers and all the other teams in today's games good luck as they battle for a win. The Antwerp Exchange Bank is your headquarters for all your banking needs. Serving Antwerp and the surrounding areas faithfully, Antwerp Exchange Bank is a proud member of the community. Stop in today. We'd love to help. And again, good luck to the Antwerp Archers from Antwerp Exchange Bank.
Back out here in Edgerton in our Oberlin and Turnbull Funeral Homes pregame show, the Brian Ford Lincoln conversation about both these teams. Antwerp 9-0, Edgerton 7-2. We said Antwerp already wrapped up the title at 6-0. Edgerton's 4-2 in the GMC. These are the top 2 scoring offenses in the conference. Antwerp averaging just under 43 points per game. Edgerton a little more than 33 points per game. These are 2 of the top 3 scoring defenses on the year. Tenora has the number 1 overall defense in terms of scoring defenses. Antwerp comes in at number 2, averaging 13.8 a game, and Edgerton gives up just over 14 points per game on the season. In terms of other statistics for the year, Antwerp is the number one passing offense on the year, an incredible number. They've only thrown, now remember, not all Carson Aldemus, mostly Carson Aldemus, but there have been games with mop-up time. They've only thrown one pick on the season. So both these teams really do a good job of protecting the football, but that's an incredible number for Antwerp. Edgerton's only thrown 2 interceptions on the season, and we'll dive into those turnover numbers in just a moment. But they are the top 2 teams in terms of passing offense. Ayersville's the number 1 rushing offense. Edgerton is number 2, and Antwerp is number 4 in the conference. Total offense on the year, Antwerp is number 1, Edgerton number 3 in the conference on the season. In terms of turnovers on the year, we already mentioned these are the 2 that really force havoc in the turnover department. Antwerp is a plus 16. That's number 1 in the GMC. Edgerton is a plus 14. That's number 2 in the Green Meadows Conference on the season. They also do great jobs at getting after quarterbacks on the season, and 2 of the better punting teams, so they do great jobs of pinning teams as well and flipping field position. Carson Aldemus has completed 66% of his passes, 2,134 yards. He has all 23 TD passes and the lone interception. Corey Everett's completing 65% of his passes on the year, 1,305 yards with 17 TDs and just the 2 interceptions on the year. Everett's has rushed for 783 yards on the season. That's number 2 on the rushing category, averaging just over 6 yards per carry. Carson Aldemus has rushed for 657. He leads the conference in yards per carry at just under 8 yards per carry on the year. Reed Leasty has also had a terrific year with 94 rushes for 556, averaging 6 yards per carry. Landon Brewer, the leading receiver in the GMC, 41 catches for 806 yards, so does have a shot at going over 1,000 yards receiving here tonight. 7 touchdowns reception. Caden Pasillo, the top catcher for Edgerton, 32 receptions, 485 yards, and 7 touchdowns. There are some injuries that these teams are dealing with, particularly in the wide receiving position. Parker Moore out for Antwerp. Riley Collar out for Edgerton tonight, both on crutches here this evening, so not able to go. Cam Fuller has 23 catches on the year. Reed Leasty, 23 catches on the season as well. So those are some of the numbers and some of the storylines for both these teams. Our Brian Ford Lincoln conversations about both those teams here on this Friday night. We roll on the Oberlin and Turnbull Funeral Homes pregame show. We're going to step aside, take another quick break. More to come from Edgerton after these messages.
The Eager Beaver Axle is wide open and ready for you. Come in and take your shot at throwing axes or share some drinks and food with friends. Rack up the pool balls or take your chance with Keno. It's all inside the Eager Beaver Axle. Must be 18 or older to enter. Find them online or call 419-980-7121. The Eager Beaver Axle, Defiance's first axe-throwing venue.
Even though we don't know what life has in store for our homes or car, we can still prepare. Introducing the Damage Doesn't Have to Be Too Damaging policy from American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly. Contact Danielle Van Atta, agent at 1318 East High Street, Suite A in Bryan, or call 419-636-0408 today. American Family Insurance Company. SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Forge into the future with Edgerton Forge Incorporated on US 6 just outside of Edgerton. Open interviews Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. until 2 p.m. with immediate openings for maintenance and first and third shift general laborer with pay up to $21.93 an hour. Apply online at edgertonforge.com/careers or stop in to see them for an application and tour the facility at 257 East Morrison Street in Edgerton. Come see what they're all about and join them as they forge ahead. Edgerton Forge Incorporated in Edgerton.
When you're in need of a new appliance, go to your local appliance dealer, Direct Link Appliance and Hardware in Bryan. They carry new, used, and scratch and dent appliances. They carry the brands you need: Speed Queen, Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, Amana, and GE. Many in stock for you to take home today. Then, when you have something wrong in the years to come, Direct Link will also service everything. No need to call that 800 number and talk with someone you don't know. Just call Direct Link at 636-4541 and they'll be out to fix it for you, whether it's under warranty or not. Direct Link Appliance and Hardware in Bryan, your local appliance dealer.
Time now to meet the Fackler Monument Company starting lineups for tonight. Edgerton has won the toss, and they have elected to receive tonight. Corey Everett's the starting quarterback. Running backs expected to be Warren Nichols and Quentin Blue. The wide receivers will be Caden Pasillo, Corey Herman, and then either Noah Weaver or Joel Walkup. Up front at center is Blake Flower. The guards are Cooper Everett and Justin Huffman, and the tackles are Ray Pells and Elijah Martin. Defensively for Antwerp when we start this one tonight. Up front, the 4 down linemen, Derek Hines, Kendrick Robinson, Austin Miller, and Cohen Hitzman. The 3 linebackers in the 4-3 are Cyrus Gale, Xander Smith, and Reed Leasty. And in the secondary, Landon Brewer, Cam Fuller, Caden Winslow, and Taven Shaw will start for Antwerp tonight. Those are your starting lineups. They are brought to you by the Fackler Monument Company in downtown Montpelier, Ohio. For the Tri-State's best selection of monuments, remember Fackler Monument Company in downtown Montpelier. The officials working tonight's game who will have their eyes on the game from Tri-State Vision Center, they are Anthony Hattery, Brent Rulin, Michael Lampton, Todd Clark, and Dick Anderson working tonight's game. For all of your eye care needs, remember the Tri-State Vision Center of Northwest Ohio. Jason Hale in his 4th season as head coach at Antwerp, 20-21, and this has been the best season not only for Jason Hale, but the best season in school history. A chance to make history, more history tonight, and have the first perfect season in Antwerp school history. They come in at 9-0, 6-0, and champs in the GMC. Brody Flagel, 16-11 as head coach at Edgerton, 7-2 losses this year to Tenora and Ayersville. Lost last week 31-6 and really didn't get much mustered offensively, only 120 yards of offense. And the similarities in what's happened to Edgerton in those 2 losses, the way they were handled up front, really in the trenches, both Tenora and Ayersville manhandling Edgerton in those Edgerton losses. Got to find a way to turn that around here tonight. What's at stake? So Edgerton and Antwerp have both clinched playoff berths. Antwerp, in fact, has clinched a home game. A win tonight gives them that 10-0 mark, but it also would give them the possibility of hosting 2 home games. Edgerton, if they're able to win tonight, they come in number 10 in computer points in Division 7, Region 26, and obviously an undefeated Antwerp team carries a lot of computer points, so an Edgerton win should vault them into home territory here this evening. In fact, as you come into tonight in Division 7, Region 26, Antwerp could still get as high as that number 1 seed. With a win, they're going to be anywhere from 1 to 3, and with a loss, they still could be number 1. They'd obviously have to have a lot happen there, losses and teams in front of them, but it would be anywhere from 1 to 6 for Antwerp. For Edgerton, as the 10, they would clinch as high as a 5 seed potentially with a win tonight, but anywhere from 5 to 9. So still wouldn't guarantee a home game, as you can see, with other factors playing in. So they could still be a winner tonight and be the 9 seed and have to go on the road and play the 8 seed. But in terms of if they do win tonight, there are enough other factors that they really feel like they will get the home game. With a loss tonight, they could be anywhere, and I know this is a broad window here, 8 to 16 is the loss. So Edgerton is in, but a loss and a ton of other factors could drop them quite as low as 16. A lot of other factors playing into tonight, so when we tell you these numbers, these are kind of their highest ceilings and their lowest valleys for all these teams. We'll get into more of that at halftime tonight as we dive in. A lot of other games around the area that we'll be keeping an eye on, but the rest of the GMC schedule looks like this tonight. Tenora is at Hicksville. Ayersville's at Fairview, and kind of a coming home there for Andrew Mickey, the former defensive coordinator for the Fairview Apaches, now head coach at Ayersville. And Wayne Trace is at Paulding. Now, in all of those instances, the road teams are big favorites, and either have clinched already or have a chance to get in, but in those cases, not playing teams that will be carrying a ton of computer points: Hicksville, Fairview, and Paulding. One of the big games as far as conferences are concerned tonight, going on in the Toledo area, Eden and Ottawa Hills, and not only a chance for the outright championship there for the winner. Ottawa Hills has already punched their ticket to the postseason, and a win tonight would secure a home game for sure. Eden, though, there's nothing that's in control of their own destiny, but a win there tonight not only would give them a TAC title, but it would put them in somewhere in the top 16. So Eden does control their own destiny there. Liberty Center, of course, has wrapped up the NWOAL championship, and they've wrapped up not only one home game, but 2 home games should they win in week number 1 as well. The overall series between Edgerton and Antwerp, Edgerton has dominated the overall series 32-15, and they have won 13 of the last 14 games in the series. That lone blemish in the last 14 a year ago, a game that we did down in Antwerp, 22-14. Antwerp won a season ago. So we're inching closer to that opening kickoff here tonight. Edgerton and Antwerp. Stay with us. We have more to come here on a Friday night. We're going to step aside. More to come on our Oberlin and Turnbull Funeral Homes and Crematory pregame show as we roll on here this evening. By the way, one other quick note that we're going to try to hunt down in terms of games. Biggest game in the state of Ohio, more than likely. Certainly in if you go up the western and northern borders here, number 1 battle tonight, Coldwater and Marion Local are playing tonight. Number 1 teams in 2 different divisions, and we'll try to get you updates on that tonight as well. Now that break, and back for the opening kickoff in just a few minutes here on B-Rock Sports.
Your friends at your neighborhood Eden Farmers Co-op Country Store would like to invite you to stop in at the Eden, Montpelier, and Edgerton stores to check out their complete line of pet supplies, animal feed, and outdoor products. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff is ready to answer all of your questions concerning their complete line of Kalmbach, Land O'Lakes, and much, much more. For your convenience, your purchase can be carried to your vehicle by one of their employees. Be sure to stop by soon and see them at your hometown country store, the Eden Farmers Co-op.
U-Store Storage in Bryan has 44 new 10x20 storage units available on Edgerton Street in Bryan. With 24-hour access and well-lit facilities, U-Store Storage has a unit just for you. Residential and commercial warehouse space is also available. Looking for a storage unit in the Stryker area? Stryker Mini Storage on Industrial Drive has units as well. For all your storage needs, give U-Store Storage or Stryker Mini Storage a call at 419-636-2545.
Michael Jordan once said, "Some people want it to happen, some wish it would happen, and others make it happen." The Edgerton Bulldogs want it, wish for it, and make it happen. The Edgerton Athletic Boosters want to thank all of the Edgerton athletes for their hard work and dedication, and want to wish the athletes and coaches good luck. So from the Edgerton Athletic Boosters, go get 'em Bulldogs. We're behind you all of the way. Good luck to all the Edgerton athletes.
You know texting while driving is dangerous. That's not new information. Yet most people admit to doing it anyways. Drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while texting. Know the facts and wait to text. The danger is real and it applies to you. Auto Owners Insurance, the no problem people. Visit Andrews O'Neill & Lowe with offices in Archbold, Bryan, or Wauseon, or visit us online at andrewsoneillandlowe.com.
When it comes to choosing a memorial that represents the lasting memories of a person's life, the Fackler Monument Company in Montpelier, Ohio can create exactly what you are looking for, like an eagle soaring through the woods etched on a memorial, a bench that has mom and dad's names engraved into the granite to sit and reflect, a picture of the family farm etched on the stone, or maybe your style is a memorial that has a split headstone with a vase in between for flowers. The Fackler Monument Company of Montpelier, Ohio, serving families in the tri-state area since 1924.
The team at the Antwerp Exchange Bank would like to wish the Antwerp Archers and all the other teams in today's games good luck as they battle for a win. The Antwerp Exchange Bank is your headquarters for all your banking needs. Serving Antwerp and the surrounding areas faithfully, Antwerp Exchange Bank is a proud member of the community. Stop in today. We'd love to help. And again, Good luck to the Antwerp Archers from Antwerp Exchange Bank.
Back out here in Edgerton here tonight on senior night here for the fall sports season. Everybody except volleyball. Of course, volleyball team won the sectional championship last night. They're getting ready to head to the districts this week. Edgerton's football team knows they're going to the playoffs. It's just a matter of where they will play and who they will play. It will be next Friday night. The first two rounds, the first 2 weeks of the postseason, the plan is for everybody to play on Friday night, and that's certainly the goal for everything. But we've heard all season long about official shortage, so we'll see if everybody will be able to play on a Friday night throughout the state of Ohio, but that's the goal. And then the third weekend, which would be the regional semifinal weekend, that's when we would start to break off into divisions, playing some on Friday night and some on Saturday night, and Division 7s is a Saturday night situation. That'll do it for our Oberlin and Turnbull Funeral Homes and Crematory pregame show here tonight for you in your time of need. Remember, the Oberlin and Turnbull Funeral Homes of the tri-state area. Edgerton again going to get their hands on the football first here this evening. Forming the senior or the parent and student tunnel now, waiting on Edgerton to hit the field. Good crowd on hand on both sides here tonight. Edgerton, of course, for their senior night and final, well, maybe not their final, it's their final regular season home game for sure. A win would maybe give one more home game. But Antwerp, of course, traveling extremely well now. They are in the midst of a fantastic run of playing winning football and had great success in basketball the last handful of years, and baseball as well. So the Bulldogs and the Archers here tonight. Nothing on the line conference-wise. Antwerp's already wrapped that up. But they're looking for that perfect regular season, and that has never been done. Very important to this group as well, in talking with Antwerp people, that they want to be that 10-0 team. Edgerton would love nothing more than to spoil it and try to bounce back. Edgerton, by the way, this season, when you go inside some more numbers, they are a football team that has just the one, a great record. They're 7-2 and have taken care of business against teams they were supposed to beat. Eden is the only team on the schedule with a winning record that Edgerton has defeated. Eden is 5-4 coming into week number 10 here this evening. Antwerp has beaten all 9, of course, on their schedule, and that includes wins over Tenora and Ayersville and Eden as well. So would love nothing more, Edgerton, than to prove that they can beat a really, really good football team, and that's what Antwerp is here tonight. So we've got 2 of the best offenses, 2 of the best defenses here tonight in the conference, and just ready to get things started here on a football Friday night. Could not ask for a better Week 10 weather night tonight. Skies are clear. Temperatures going to be back through the 60s and into the 50s before we are done tonight. But there have been a lot of Week 10s where we have seen some snowfall, certainly some rain and wind and just overall misery on Week 10 Friday nights, but not tonight. Weather is perfect here this evening. So the Edgerton Bulldogs, they wanted to get that offense out on the field first. We are closing in on that opening kick. Don't forget, we'll keep you updated on games around the area over on our sister station, Q96.5, Bryan and Wauseon. That is a huge game. Bryan is under the situation they are taking tonight in this way. We got to go beat Wauseon, and that'll get us in. If we lose, they're anticipating being out. That's not the case officially. A couple of things could happen, and they could still be among the top 16, but they're approaching it as a win-or-go-home scenario. So a lot on the line there. Wauseon can improve their situation as well. They're in the postseason, and, again, we'll get more into that as the night wears on, and halftime show, we'll have some time to talk about a lot of that then as well. Kendrick Robinson is going to tee this up, and will kick it right to left. Deep for Edgerton will be Owen Roth and Scotty Krantz standing near their 20-yard line. Week number 10, happy to have you with us. Beautiful night. A lot on the line. Not a conference title. That's been decided, but playoff positioning, a perfect season, and off we go. Dropped by Roth. It'll roll inside the 10. Scoops it up there to the 10. Trying to get outside, far side, 15. Got a lane, 20, 25. Robinson knocks him out of bounds, belting him near the 35-yard line. And a good return after what could have been a little bit of disaster for Edgerton on that kick return. They'll get terrific field position to start this drive. It'll be first down and 10 near the 35. In fact, on the 35-yard line. Bulldogs with that terrific run game out there. Efficient passing attack. These are the top two quarterbacks in the Green Meadows Conference, and that is without dispute. And Edgerton will go twins to the right and left. There's also going to be a wing to the right as well, as Everett's will work from the gun here in the spread attack. First down and 10 for Edgerton at their own 35. Moving left to right. Hash mark far side of the field. 3 down linemen for Antwerp here. Everett's will clap and bring Roth in motion. They'll fake the jet sweep. Everett's will keep. Slithers his way for 5 before he is slammed down on the play by Carson Aldemus. So 5 for Everett's, and it'll be second down and 5 from their own 40-yard line. Again, hash mark far side, moving left to right. Second down and 5. Edgerton will go tempo from time to time. They go 4 wide receivers to the right here. Everett's on a quarterback roll or run this time, coming to the near side, powers his way for 4 as he runs through the arm tackle of Reed Leasty. Couple of carries, 9 yards, and a 3rd and 1 for this Edgerton offense at their 44-yard line. Just underway, no score on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. First possession of the night. Nichols will join Everett's in the backfield. Everett's will send Krantz to the left. Weaver to the right. Also a wing to the right is Quentin Blue. On 3rd and 1, Nichols gets the call. Stutter steps into the hole, and I think is going to get, yes, he'll cross the 45. He gets the necessary yardage for the first down, picks up a couple on the play. And Edgerton will have the first down of the night. That tackle was made by Derek Hines, one of the down linemen. This is an active defense. It's a stingy defense. Cyrus Gale, the leading tackler on the team. Good secondary for Antwerp. Double twins look, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Nichols remains the only running back. Nichols gets the call and runs into the waiting arms of an Antwerp D lineman. No gain, in fact, a loss. Derek Hines busting through. Loss of a yard on the play. And it'll be second down and 11 on the play. 5th snap of the drive coming up here. 2nd and 11, Edgerton. A little more than 2 minutes into the game. No score here on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Trips to the left, twins to the right, so that'll empty the backfield. 3 down linemen. Linebacker creeping up. Pasillo starts in motion, stumbles. They fake the jet sweep, and that kind of broke everything up. And now Everett's is going to be leveled in the backfield. Knifing through Reed Leasty. The stumble by Pasillo kind of broke up momentum there. Loss of 5 more on the play, and now 3rd and 16. And we have an injury and an injured Corey Everett's down on that tackle. So we'll step aside and take a timeout. 3rd and long. We'll check on the injury. Scoreless game here in Edgerton. Back in a moment.
Fall is here, and now is a great time to get those last-minute outside painting projects done. And Donaldson's Ace Hardware on Union Street in Bryan is offering buy 2, get 1 free exterior gallons of Clark & Kensington paint all month long. That's right, buy 2 gallons of exterior Clark & Kensington paint and get 1 exterior gallon free. You'll find all you need at Donaldson's, from accessories to the best paint on the market. Clark & Kensington, with the primer built right in. Finish up your painting projects with paint from Donaldson's Ace Hardware in Bryan and save big. Ace, the helpful place.
Edgerton trainer and staff out there looking at Corey Everett's. It was that right knee, and walking gingerly toward the sideline. Looks a little bit stronger with each step. Going to have to come out, though, now, unless Brody Flagel wants to use a timeout here, which he's not going to. So it'll be 3rd and 16. Scotty Krantz, we saw him in the Paulding game that we did. Corey Everett's, of course, left with an injury that night. So now a 3rd and 16 with a backup quarterback, Krantz, in there. And on the 3rd and 16 at their own 41-yard line, Krantz will have Nichols in the backfield. 3 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. Krantz gets the snap. Quarterback sweep to the right. Cut back 45. Penalty marker is down. It's a run of about 7 on the play for Krantz, if Antwerp allows it to stand, because this is going to be a holding penalty on Edgerton. So we'll wait and see what Antwerp, I'm guessing they're going to let them have the down, or are they going to back them up and make them go longer and play the field position game here? The penalty marker is at the 41, and they're going to take the penalty. So that will take them back to the 31 now, and a 3rd and 26 on the play. Back at the 31-yard line. The line to gain for a first down for Edgerton is the 44-yard line of Antwerp. 3rd down and 26. It'll still be Krantz in there. 2 receivers both ways. Nichols, the lone running back. Just 3 down linemen for Antwerp. It'll be Nichols. Stutter step, bounces to the near side. Runs into the arms of Aldemus, who stripped it. Ball is free, and Antwerp has it. What a job by Carson Aldemus, who just ripped it away. And getting on the football was Cohen Hitzman. Terrific job that time. It'll be a fumble, and that's why you take the penalty. You were thinking short field by backing them up, but now an even shorter field as you see this drive start at the 31-yard line. So it will be 1st and 10, and here's that Antwerp offense. Trips to the right, 1 receiver left, pistol formation. Aldemus wants to throw over the middle, too tall, little curl intended for Cam Fuller, incomplete. Good coverage by Edgerton on the play. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for Antwerp, trying to cash in. This is an Edgerton team that does, neither of these teams turn it over. Top 2 in turnover margins, plus 16, plus 14, Antwerp, Edgerton, respectively. Trips to the right, single receiver left, Aldemus in the gun, Leasty in the backfield. Fuller goes in motion to the far side. They give it to him. Nope, it'll be Aldemus who pulls and keeps. Aldemus at the 30. Roth has him, and now a penalty flag is down. Do we have maybe a face mask? And now another late flag, and another late flag. All kinds of laundry all over the field. Antwerp is already gesturing that this is going to go on Edgerton in all facets here. Aldemus collected 2 on the run. So now the officiating crew has a lot to sort out. There was a continuing action penalty. Then there were multiple late flags that came down. Eden has struck first. They lead Ottawa Hills 7-0 in that collision for the TAC title in the Toledo area. And they are walking this thing all the way down inside the 10-yard line. So this is going to be a dead ball penalty. So the yardage, the down counted. Aldemus collected yardage on the run. And then at the end, it's 15 against Edgerton. So 1st and goal. Ball is inside the 10 at about the 7-yard line. 1st and goal at the 7. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Leasty in the backfield. Quick conference now from that side judge and the referee. Brody Flagel looking to get an explanation as well. Late sub coming in here for Edgerton. Noah Weaver for Roth. And Brody will now coach up Owen Roth on the sideline. You assume one of those flags was on him. So from the pistol look, double twins look. First and goal at the 7. Aldemus swings it far side. Fuller stutter step, 5-2, end zone, short, and another penalty flag is down on the tackle. Is that going to be a face mask on the tackle? Personal foul face mask, it is. That's a half the distance penalty. And that'll put them literally on the doorstep. At the 1. This all started with a fumble by Edgerton on 3rd and forever. And now Antwerp taking advantage of the short field, taking advantage of Edgerton miscues. They will now have a first and goal at the 1, and now a timeout, an official's timeout here at the 8:04 mark. So first and goal at the 1. Antwerp trying to break the seal early. Leasty in the backfield. They'll put Aldemus under center. This could just be a tap and then follow his big fella, and he does, and he's in the end zone for the first touchdown of the night. Carson Aldemus on a 1-yard plunge, aided by multiple penalties. And Aldemus gets the 1-yard run and adds to his terrific season overall, throwing and running. Some of the news now for Edgerton, will we see Corey Everett again? He is still being looked at here, sitting on the sideline here. Actually below us. The extra point by Robinson is good. 7-0 Antwerp on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. We'll be right back.
Jason Deach Collision and Customs is Northwest Ohio's largest trailer dealer with over 300 trailers in stock, from 53-foot race trailers and custom toter homes to open deck car trailers, dump trailers, landscape trailers, and equipment trailers. But they don't just sell trailers, they service them, add options, and do repairs on any brand. Because they're racers themselves, they know how to build the trailer right for your racing needs. Stop by their Edgerton location or shop 24/7 at jasondeachtrailersales.com. If you can dream it, they can build it at Jason Deach Collision and Customs.
3 plays, 31 yards. Edgerton, a big assist there. The defense penalized a couple of different times. And the 1-yard run by Aldemus gets them into the end zone. By the way, Whiteford, Michigan, undefeated, number 1 in their division. They lead North Central 6-0. Now Whiteford 14-0 over North Central. North Central trying to hang on for a playoff spot in their first year. This was going to always be an uphill climb this week. Doing some work on Corey Everett's knee. He had a brace on it to begin with, and they're taping that knee now, so we'll see. He's still favoring it as he was hobbling there on the near sideline. We'll keep an eye on that as this night unfolds. Antwerp in front, 7-0. Here's the Kendrick Robinson kickoff. It'll be a line drive, fielded at the 19 by Roth, 20, 25, sideline 30. Comes back to the middle of the field, slammed down across the 35 at the 36-yard line. Dane Shaw was there for the stop, and here comes Edgerton's offense for a second time tonight. In a 7-0 hole here. Second straight time, though, they'll begin at their own 35, and it will still be Krantz at quarterback. First down and 10 from their own 35. 2 receivers go both ways. Nichols is the running back. Standing on the right side of Krantz, who will just take the snap and run. Finds a crease and falls forward for 5. So Krantz has gotten some time here, as we mentioned, when they were up in the Paulding game. And other times where Edgerton's had big leads. So Krantz has had some time, not under center, but in the quarterback spot. 7-0 Antwerp. 7.5 to play first quarter on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Krantz will go with 3 receivers to the left. Nichols, the lone running back. Give to Nichols. Timing was off there as Leasty knifes in. It's almost as if Krantz wasn't ready for the snap. offensive line got whipped up front, and it's a loss on the play back to the 39-yard line, and it'll be 3rd down and 6. 4 carries, 3 yards for Warren Nichols here in the first 2 series. 5 minutes into the game. Antwerp trying to force a 3 and out. 3 receivers go left. 1 receiver, that's Pasillo, coming to the near side. He's the leading receiver for Edgerton. He'll go in motion now far side. Krantz rolling that way. Krantz sets, now stutter step, comes back to the middle 40. He's going to be knocked down at the 42-yard line, about 3 yards shy of the first down. Xander Smith, a 5'11", 230-pounder with the stop. And that'll bring up a 4th and 3, and it'll send the punt team on. And keep in mind, Corey Everett is the punter. So this will be, or had been the punter at times. Corey Herman actually has been the punter. I want to correct myself there. Corey Herman is punting and has punted this year for Edgerton. I was thinking more punt return. And that's a shank off the right side of his foot and out of bounds. Now where will they spot it? Coming up near sideline, still walking, 44, 45, 6, 7, 47-yard line. So that ends up being a 15-yard punt and no return. And things have started ominously here for Edgerton tonight. Antwerp, 1st down and 10 at their own 47, hash mark near side. Evergreen, an early 7-0 lead on Swanton in the NWOAL rivalry game there. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left. Kind of that triangle or diamond look, if you will, in the backfield. It's a pistol formation with a right halfback and a tailback. The tailback, Leasty, and Leasty nothing doing. Great job by Blake Flower to get in there. It's a loss of 1 on the play. Edgerton needs, and now Kendrick Robinson is down for Antwerp. This is a huge turn of events potentially if Robinson is hurt. One of the big fellas up front will spend a timeout, 7-0. 5:52 to play first quarter. Antwerp up and with the ball, but an injury to Robinson, and we'll be right back.
When it comes to protecting what you love, you want an insurance agent that cares more about your world, more about what you need. And that's exactly what you'll get with me, Molly Culler, your local Allstate agent. An agent who doesn't just know what it's like to live in Bryan, but one who wants to protect life here as much as you do. Give me a call for your free quote today. Allstate, you're in good hands.
Allstate and affiliates offer products and services subject to availability, terms, and conditions.
Kendrick Robinson up off without any assistance. In the NWOAL, Patrick Henry and Archibald, a couple of teams that are in the postseason. Archibald, in fact, has already secured a home game, but it's Patrick Henry who leads first, 6-0 in that one. Archibald, of course, still hoping for a miracle tonight. If they were to win that game and Liberty Center were to be upset by Delta, which Delta, by the way, is still playing for playoff spot, they would share the NWOAL championship. But that's a pretty big ask. So 2nd and 11, pistol look again. Slot right, splitter receiver to the left. Aldemus wants to throw. Sideline left, looking for Brewer. Caught, 20, 10, 5. See you later. Touchdown. Landon Brewer, the leading receiver in the GMC, just housed it from 54 yards, and what a beauty of a ball by Carson Aldemus. No assistance on penalties needed this time. Aldemus, 24 TD passes now on the year and just 1 INT. And Brewer, the leading receiver in the GMC. Another short drive. That's a quick 2-play, 53-yard drive. They will go for 2 here, up 13-0. Trips to the right. Single setback is Leasty. Running option, actually be a quarterback sweep right. Aldemus with a cutback, not going to get there. Great job defensively. I think it was Nichols who got in there, or is it walk up on the play? Walk up with the stop. 13-0, Antwerp with the lead. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be right back.
Hi, Dan Stuckey here, broker owner of Real Estate Advantage Team. We believe that giving back to our community is not only a pleasure, but the right thing to do. To show our dedication to the community, we will donate 10% of the company's net income from your sale to a church or nonprofit charity of your choice, honoring you as the reason for the donation. So let's get you moving. Call 419-636-5100 for more details.
Quick score, we were just talking Delta, Liberty Center. Delta with a 7-0 lead on Liberty Center there very early in that one. Meanwhile here, developments across the board. Antwerp 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns. They lead at 13-0 on the road in search of the first perfect season in school history. An injury early for Corey Everett, the starting quarterback, and obviously a starting cornerback too for the defense. He hurt on that first series. It is a knee, and now his knee, the brace, the tape, it's all off. He is on the bench, has the leg up. It is being iced right now, so that would indicate that it doesn't look overly good that he is going to go back into this game at any point in time now. Remember, Edgerton's already clinched a playoff spot. Certainly you're thinking of the kid, the young man, and his health overall, not just for a football season and game and anything else. You hope the knee and everything is okay. Krantz juggles, loses, now has it as he climbed the ladder to make the catch. 10, 15, cut down at the 21-yard line. The ball came free, but they say down. At least he had the initial contact. And now if you're Edgerton, you have to find a way to get something positive here. Everything's gone against you. Your starting quarterback and cornerback out of the game. Your best overall football player out of the game right now. So how do you settle in here? How do you get something positive to happen here against the best team, not only in the GMC, but one of the best teams in Northwest Ohio, regardless of division? Got to find a way to get something positive here. Trailing 13-0. It's a drive for Edgerton at the 5:28 mark that will start at their own 21. Krantz with a Twins receiver look both ways. Now Blue comes in motion. They'll right out the zone read. Krantz with a keep. Krantz now looking for a net daylight. Did a good job to get just a yard. Gang tackled on the play by Antwerp. A bunch of white jerseys coming to the football. Hitzman there. Aldemus there. And Winslow there as well. It's a gain of 1 for Krantz, who has 3 carries for 8 yards. Clock ticking inside of 5 minutes to go. First quarter, 13-0. Antwerp on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Krantz will have 1 receiver left. That is Walkup. Weaver comes to the right. Roth is a wing to the right. Nichols, and now movement up front. And this is going to be a false start penalty. 3 penalties now, 26 yards on Edgerton. They're all out of sorts right now. Worst case scenario has happened to them as they try to rally here on this senior night and in the opening quarter. Still plenty of football left to be played here. And Antwerp, conversely, is right now just kind of smelling blood in the water here, already up 2 scores. They faked on the jet sweep, the run, and Aldemus is going to lasso in Krantz up near the 20-yard line at about the 18 or 19. So he'll get a couple of those yards back. But now it'll be 3rd and 12 back near the 19-yard line. Edgerton did get a start of a drive going on that first possession and then ran into a penalty. Edgerton saw Antwerp accept the penalty, and on a 3rd and 26, Antwerp forced a turnover, and it's been all downhill for Edgerton on offense since then. 3 receivers left, 1 receiver right, 3rd down and 12. Krantz throws a bubble screen, and it's incomplete. Intended for Walkup. Good pressure up the middle. And now it'll be 4th down and another 3 and out. Herman to kick it. Shanked the first one. Needing a good one here. Pinned deep in his territory. Pressure coming up the middle. He just got it away. It's a high but short kick. Rolls at the 40. Rolls at the 42. And it'll die there. Another short field for the Antwerp Archers. This will be the second drive that will start, of the three, that will start in Edgerton territory. And the other one was pretty close at the 47. This will start at the 41. Aldemus will have two receivers to the right, two receivers to the left. Pistol formation, Leasty the running back. 13-0 Antwerp. Hard snap count and another Edgerton penalty as they jump into the neutral zone. Delta and Liberty Center now tied at 7. Bryan and Wauseon scoreless after 1. Couple of NWOAL updates there. Liberty Center in the lead of the league, 22-0. Whiteford, Michigan leads North Central, end of 1 quarter. 1st and 5 here, 13-0 Antwerp. Aldemus looks, fires, far side incomplete. Wanted to go to Fuller. Good bracket coverage that time. The underneath man was Roth. Blue had him over the top. And it'll be 2nd down and 10. Aldemus 1 for 3 for 56 yards. Penalties, of course, aided the first drive. And then the big play of the 56-yard TD pass. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left, 3:26 left in the quarter. 13-0 Antwerp. Pistol formation from the 36-yard line. Hand off to Leasty. Big hole. Closed, though, in a hurry. Good job by Nichols in closing that gap. It's a gain of 2 for Leasty. End of 1. Ayersville leads Fairview 6-0. Antwerp, you assume, 4-down territory here. They were aided by the 5-yard penalty, so now they'll have a 3rd and 3 at the 34 of Edgerton. Most of this game has been played on Edgerton's side of things. So that means Antwerp winning up front. 3 receivers left, 1 receiver right. Edgerton shows blitz. Here they come. It'll be a pull and a keep, and Aldemus a cut. He's at the 30, 20, reversing field. Daylight gone. 10, 5, touchdown. On a 3rd and 3 at the 34, Aldemus goes the distance. Read that defender perfectly. 3 carries, 38 yards, and a touchdown rushing and a touchdown passing, and it's 19-0. These are quick drives, too. 3 plays, 2 plays, 3 plays to go for 2. Aldemus fade route, Fuller wide open, stutter step, got him down. There's the 2-pointer. New score on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. 2:38 left in the first. Edgerton trailing Antwerp 21-0 back in 30 seconds.
Who doesn't love being number 1? When your team's dominating the standings or your favorite band rocks the charts at number 1, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number 1 is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call your State Farm agent, Jody Herman, in downtown Archbold today.
Three possessions, 3 Antwerp touchdowns, and a 21-0 lead on Edgerton. If you're just joining us, an early turnover and penalty issues on Edgerton. After that, a big play, Aldemus through the air to Brewer. Aldemus with a run of 34 yards, and all of that sandwiched around an injury, another Edgerton injury. Quarterback and starting cornerback, Corey Everett's going down with a knee injury of some sorts. It's Scotty Krontz's game, it appears now. And a 21-0 hole. What was at stake coming in for Antwerp? A win would give them the first ever 10-0 season in football history at Antwerp. And a double bye, double home game situation if they were to win next week in the opening round of the playoffs. For Edgerton, they are in. They know that. It's just a matter of positioning as Krantz fields this thing at the 11, 12, 15, and now to the 17, and not much doing there. Good kick coverage that time by Jackson Jones, a 5'8 sophomore. If Edgerton were able to win tonight, that would have potentially vaulted them into the top 8. Montpelier and Hilltop playing tonight in West Unity, and Montpelier an early 14-0 lead there. Here for Edgerton, a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They have started 2 drives at their own 35, now back-to-back 21 and 18-yard lines. Wayne Trace leads Paulding 7-0. Krantz on the inside give. Nice spin move by Nichols, and now using some power to get across the 25 to the 27 before Aldemus brought him down. That's the best run of the night, as Nichols is going to get 9. In fact, that's the best play from scrimmage tonight for Edgerton here inside of 2 minutes to go in the quarter. A 9-yard pickup. 2nd and 1, Bulldogs. Blue and Nichols in the backfield with Krantz. 2 receivers coming to the near side to the right. 1 receiver to the left. Handoff, Nichols again. Has room. Nichols running over, bodies again, stretches it out near the 35. Things are getting a little bit chippy here as they spot it at the 34-yard line. That'll be a gain of 6 more for Nichols. 7 for Nichols. There is a penalty flag down that I believe is going to go against Antwerp on the tackle. Personal foul, face mask. That's at least 2 face masks as we have seen here. That's 2 penalties for 25 yards for Antwerp now. Wasion has struck first on Bryan. They lead 7-0. Does this give Edgerton a little life now? Down 3 scores in this one, 21-0. They move that out to near midfield at their own 49-yard line. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. Krantz on a little roll to the right. Krantz in trouble, now going to run, and he's going to get a yard. Holding him there, Ethan Steele, 5'11", 215-pound sophomore. Krantz now has 5 carries for 12 yards here, coming in relief of the injured Corey Everetts. We are at the 1-minute mark and under now left in this opening quarter. All Antwerp leading 21-0 on the Andres O'Neill scoreboard. Edgerton at midfield with a 2nd down and 9. 2 receivers right, a wing and a receiver to the left. Now Roth goes in motion. They'll give it to him on a jet sweep. Roth cuts back and probably should have stayed out. He does get 5 yards, but I think if he stays outside, he had more room. So it'll be 3rd down and 4 for the first down here. A little more than 3, maybe closer to 3. Ball touching the 45 of Antwerp. First trip into Antwerp territory for Edgerton. Line of scrimmage, the line to gain is just inside the 42, so we'll call it 3rd and a long 3 here for Edgerton. So last snap potentially of this first quarter on 3rd down, and Nichols dragging Gale, but not going to get there or make that Derek Hines. He got a yard, and that'll close out quarter number 1. Antwerp owns the first 12 minutes. It'll be a 4th down decision for Edgerton when we come back. 21-0. Antwerp in front. This is high school football for Week 10 on V-Rock Sports.
You worked hard for your money. That's why we see to it that your money works hard for you, not someone else. At Midwest Community Federal Credit Union, our earnings belong to our members and go right back to work for you, from better rates to lower fees. We've got the products and people to help you build a more fantastic future every step of the way. Join 14,000 other people just like you who want to do more with their money. Imagine a different possibility at Midwest Community Federal Credit Union.
Since 1875, 4 generations of the Krill family have served this area. Krill Funeral Service realizes that the end can be a difficult and emotional time. They will guide you through each and every step of the funeral process, carefully and with integrity. Krill Funeral Service expresses appreciation for your trust in them, and they'll continue to be there for you in times of need. Krill Funeral Service of Edgerton, Eden, and on West Mulberry Street in Bryan, where they offer an on-site crematory.
Well, already in a 21-0 hole, and on the plus side of the field, Edgerton goes for it on 4th down and a long 2. Handoff on the inside. It's Blue for the first down. Oh, that's a spot. That is a tough spot. That spot is going to be closer than I thought initially. He may still have it, but that spot is looking a little bit short potentially here. They'll bring the chains out. If he gets it, it's not by much. A great job defensively to get through there. Austin Miller, good misdirection call by Brody Flagel. I don't know. And I'm uncertain of the spot. I thought Edgerton got maybe hosed on the spot a little bit, and it's going to be short. Antwerp has held defensively. They'll take over on downs. Tough spot. It'll work out in Antwerp's favor. And just when Edgerton was trying to grab a little momentum, down already 21-0, they'll now give it up on downs. 1st and 10 at their own 42. Two receivers both ways for Antwerp. Pistol formation. Leasty, the running back. It'll be a rollout for Aldemus. Wide open in the flat, caught by Brewer. Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Pick up a 13. Pasillo made sure that Brewer went out of bounds. So it'll be 1st down and 10 now for Antwerp. A chance to be 10-0, a chance to even jump up to the number 1 seed if things work out. Trips to the left, one receiver to the right. Straight shotgun here. There's Fuller bowing out in motion behind. They'll toss it to Cam Fuller. Fuller looking to get outside. Great block by Leasty, but a great job also by Edgerton stringing it out and keeping him at a yard gain. But again, a flag is down on the far side. It's going to be, nope, not a flag. Beg your pardon. Something else that was down. Maybe the ball had came loose, but it went out of bounds. Antwerp going to go hurry to the line of scrimmage as Fuller got a yard. My apologies there. I thought I saw a flag down on that far side of the field. Gain of 1 for Fuller. 2nd down and 9 at the 44 of Edgerton. 21-0 Antwerp. Aldemus looking. Another fade route. He's got Brewer behind his target and a 1st down. Brewer beat Pasillo to the outside. It's a pick up to the 14-yard line. Gain of 32 on the pass play. And a beauty of a ball from Aldemus. 1st and 10 at the Edgerton 14. Antwerp on the move again. Up 21-0 here in the early stages of quarter number 2. Leasty the only running back. 3 receivers to the left, 1 receiver right. On 1st down and 10. Aldemus gives to Leasty and runs away from 1. Now bounces to the outside and got 3. Good open field tackle by Roth that time. He ran through Ray Pells. And once he bounced outside, if Roth doesn't make that play, that's 6 more. But a terrific open field stop that time by Roth. 2nd and 7 for Antwerp at the 11 of Edgerton. 21-0 Antwerp on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Leasty the only running back. Twins to the left and right on this 2nd down and 7 at the 11. Aldemus low snap, has to pick it up off the turf, dumps it into the flat. Pass is going to be caught and knocked out of bounds. Thrown out of bounds on that far side is Caden Winslow, young man that's gotten more playing time with the injury to Parker Moore. He picked up 3. So it will be a 3rd down from the 8. 3rd and about 4 for the 1st down, maybe a short 3 for the 1st down. Leasty in the backfield, joined by Dane Shaw in that triangle formation in the backfield. Plenty of time on the play clock. It's at 10 on 3rd down and 3. Edgerton shows blitz. Aldemus wants to throw. Flush to the right. Throws on the move. Pass is caught. Leasty out of the backfield. Down at about the 3 or 4 yard line. Walkup holding on for dear life. And that will be a first down pickup. And a 1st and goal now for Antwerp at the 4. Liberty Center has now scored 21 unanswered after falling behind Delta 7-0. They lead 21-7. A win tonight gives Liberty the outright NWOAL championship and a double bye or a double home game situation in the playoffs. Handoff Leasty from the 4, and he didn't get anywhere. Lost yardage. Flower busting through to make the play. So 2nd and goal now from the 5. Bryan, by the way, after falling behind Wassee on 7-0, took the kickoff back, and they have tied it 7-7. 2nd and goal from the 5 for Antwerp. Leasty and Shaw in the backfield. 2 receivers left. Eden with a 20-7 lead on Ottawa Hills up in the Toledo area. Tack title on the line. Back to throw, wanting a screen. It was a bubble, and it is caught and going down. That would have been one of those cases where Caden Winslow would have been better off to not catch it because he's going to lose yardage. Back to the 8 on the completion. So it'll be 3rd and goal from the 8. Not only would Eden get the TAC championship for a 2nd straight year, but would vault into the postseason. They were the number 15 seed when tonight began. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Pistol formation on 3rd and goal at the 8. Aldemus looks, back shoulder throw. It's a beauty, and it's incomplete. Boy, he had his man on that far side, Dane Shaw, and it'll be 4th and goal for Antwerp at the 8. So 4th and goal from the 8. Got twin looks both ways. Edgerton looking for a stop here. 8:48 to go in the half. Aldemus checking into a new one on the 4th and goal at the 8. And now a timeout. 21-0, Antwerp with the lead. They have a 4th and goal at the 8, and you'll have that play when we come back.
If you've been thinking about a remodeling project for your home or business, Field Supply Center in Blakesley should be your first choice. Field Supply Center in Blakesley not only has all the lumber for that project, they also have all the building supplies you'll need, along with everything you need for the project, including the cabinetry, plus the expertise to help make your home even more beautiful. It's all at Field Supply Center, located in Blakesley. Field Supply Center, wishing good luck to all the players in tonight's game.
Quick score update, Napoleon and VG playing tonight. Napoleon, the number 16 seed in Division 4, so they have that last playoff spot right now. They lead Bowling Green 14-7. Still in the first half there. So 4th and goal from the 8 for Antwerp here. Antwerp has yet to be stopped tonight. Can Antwerp get a stop here? Wow. In the battle of number 1s, Marion Local all over Coldwater, 21-0 in the MAC. So here we go, 4th and goal at the 8. You got trips to the right, single receiver to the left. Man goes, and now they'll bring Leasty back behind quarterback Aldemus. Aldemus wants to throw over the middle, broken up on the play. Great job by Quentin Blue to get the deflection. And that will stall the drive. And Edgerton has their first stop of Antwerp tonight. You can't play that any better than what Quentin Blue just did there, because Antwerp had inside leverage with that receiver and just broken up nicely by Quentin Blue. And now Edgerton Pin deep, but with a stop. First down and 10 at their own 8-yard line. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Krantz gives inside, and it'll be Nichols who gets about 3 across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Coming up to make the stop defensively, Ethan Steele. Wayne Trace now leads Paulding 14-0. Second down and 7. Make it 6. Second and 6 from their own 12. 21-0 Antwerp on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Krantz in for the injured Corey Everett. 2 receivers left. A lot of movement. That's going to cost them 5. 5 first half penalties for 36 yards for Edgerton here so far. Pair of penalties for Antwerp for 25 yards. Antwerp 9-0. Edgerton 7-2. Antwerp has already won the GMC at 6-0. Trying for the first undefeated season in school history. Whiteford, Michigan, and North Central. It's a final. They have called it at halftime, 30-0. I don't know if I have somebody look at rules on that. A screen pass to Blue. He'll get out to about the 14-yard line. I'm not sure. I got to play dumb here on this. They said, my source was telling me that from Pioneer at that game that they were already in a running clock scenario in the first half, so that's different up in Michigan than Ohio. But not sure why the game was called at 30-0. You get to 30 and it's over in Michigan? I don't know. Maybe somebody that's listening can let me know Michigan rules if they're aware of them. But our source just told us Whiteford has defeated North Central. It's a final, 30-0. A rollout for Krantz on 3rd and 8, incomplete. Almost intercepted. Great coverage downfield. Caden Winslow had the deflection. And it's a 3-and-out. And Antwerp stands to get fantastic field position here as Corey Herman will punt from his end zone. Maybe my source can let me know why it was called. Here's the Herman punt. Pressure was coming, and it's a short kick. A flag comes down, the back judge. It'll be down inside the 40 at the 38, 25 yards on the punt. But a flag came sailing in from that back judge. This will be our 8th penalty of the night overall. Enforced. That'll be against Antwerp. So that'll take them back to near midfield at the 47-yard line. But another drive for Antwerp that begins in Edgerton territory. 1st and 10 at the 47 of Edgerton. Or in between the 47 and 6. 21-0 Antwerp. 2 receivers both ways. 6:58 to go in the first half. Aldemus on a little half roll to the far side. Throws incomplete. A little wide of the target, Caden Winslow. That's 3 straight misses now for Aldemus, who has been very efficient this season. Number 1 quarterback in all statistical categories for the most part in the GMC. 5 wide look here. 3 left, 2 receivers right. 2nd and 10 from the 47-yard line. Oh, snap. Little bubble screen to Leasty. Leasty got away from Roth, but can't get away from Walkup, and then Roth, who recovered again. It's a short gain on that swing pass of only a yard. And it'll be 3rd down and 9. Edgerton defensively settling in here a little bit more. Got a stop last time. My source tells me maybe the game called because of injuries. North Central already came in with numbers in the teens, so they must have had a few injuries tonight, and that is a possibility why the game was called at halftime. Now they'll have to wait their fate and see if they ended up getting in their first year. They thought they still were going to be able to make it in. On 3rd and 9, Aldemus to throw. Steps up, looks down the seam. Got a man open. 10-yard line, down at the 7. 1st and goal, gain of 38 on the pass play. Reception made downfield by Taven Shaw. Blue made the touchdown-saving tackle. And it'll be 1st down and goal at the 7-yard line. Tw 21-0 on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Leasty and Shaw in the backfield. That'd be Dane Shaw. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. A little screen to Winslow going nowhere. Good coverage, Jason Schleiser. Joe Walkup also provided it as well. No gain. So 2nd down and goal. Last time Antwerp was down here in a goal-to-goal, they got stymied by the Edgerton defense. Can they come up with another stop here? Down inching towards 5 minutes to play, first half. 21-0 Antwerp on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Twins to the right and left. Aldemus and company check over on the sidelines. Out of the pistol formation on 2nd and goal. Aldemus fade route looking for Brewer. And hand fighting, no flag. Incomplete. It's a good no call there. They both were pushing and shoving and grinding and trying to get better positioning, and it falls incomplete. Better job that time by Pasillo as he won that matchup with the leading receiver in the GMC in Landon Brewer. 3rd and goal now from the 8. If it sounds familiar, we were in this situation last possession. Then it became 4th and goal. Aldemus out of the pistol. 2 receivers both ways. Aldemus looks over the middle. Pass is caught on a crossing route. Fuller is in for the touchdown. That's an 8-yard TD pass. And that'll make it 27-0. 6 plays that time, longest scoring possession of the night. Aldemus gets his 2nd TD pass. He has 2 TD runs as well. And they're going to keep the offense out there up 27-0. Remember, Robinson was dinged up a little bit. He is their kicker. It'll be Aldemus. Wants it in the flat. Leasty caught and is slammed to the turf. Nowhere near getting in. And that was read nicely by Roth. 27-0. Antwerp with the lead late in the first half. Here on WBNO FM, Brian will be right back.
Have you always dreamed of starting your own business? Are you looking for ways to fund your child's education or save for retirement? Maybe you'd like to buy that dream home. Well, the State Bank can help you meet your financial goals, whatever they may be. With State Bank, you'll get all the products and services you expect from your bank with the personal attention of a locally operated community bank. Find a location near you today. State Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Welcome back out here to Edgerton here on this final Friday night of the regular season. Antwerp in control of this thing from the outset. They lead 27-0 over Edgerton. If you're just tuning in, a lot of different storylines. The biggest one for Edgerton, though, the injury to starting quarterback Corey Everett's on that first series. Also, he's a starting person in that Edgerton secondary. Scotty Krantz has gone the rest of the way. Antwerp has scored every time but one in this first half, and that one time they were stopped, it was inside the Edgerton 10-yard line. Edgerton has had a few glimmers of life on both sides of the ball, but for the most part, Antwerp has owned the line of scrimmage. Edgerton last week lost 31-6, had just 120 yards of total offense in the loss to Tenora. And this was always the most difficult stretch on the Edgerton schedule, the back end, these last 2 weeks with Tenora and Antwerp in weeks 9 and 10. Here's the kick now from Aldemus down the middle of the field. It bounces away from Roth initially, finally gobbles it up at the 13. He's to the 20, sideline to the near side, chopped down shy of the 30 at about the 28. Fuller and Jackson Jones with the stop. Edgerton will have an opportunity here, try to get some points. They have 3 timeouts here in the first half, and we still have 4.5 and change to play in the first half. Montpelier leads Hilltop 20-0. That's a trophy game, by the way. The battle for the brass spittoon. Hip Klotz was on both staffs at one time or another, and that's kind of a game in his honor. Back to throw. Krantz down the middle into double coverage, incomplete. Wanted Pasillo, but Antwerp had great coverage. Krantz now 1 of 3 for 3 yards. And it'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 30-yard line. 27-0 Antwerp here on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Trips to the far side. Twin receivers to the near side, so that'll empty the backfield for Krantz. 3 down linemen and then edge rusher to the far side standing up. It'll be Krantz wanting to throw a screen to the far side. Pasillo gets away from one man. Pasillo up to the 35, to the 40, has a first down. Brewer takes him out of bounds at the 43, but that's going to be a gain of 13. Make it 12 to the 42-yard line. 27-0 Antwerp. 4:25 left in the first half. Edgerton looking for a little offensive life here before the intermission. A throw to the flat, incomplete. Looking for Pasillo. And that will make it 2nd down and 10. Well, next week starts the Ohio High School football playoffs. Everybody to be playing on Friday night, week 1 and week 2 of the postseason. And we will have a matchup somewhere for you coming up next Friday. Just a matter of where we will be, and we will know everything officially Sunday afternoon. You'll know unofficially and pretty accurately before then, more than likely, if you follow joeidle.com. But officially it comes out on Sunday. Here's Nichols into the teeth of that defense, driven back by Reed Leasty and company. About 3 on the run for Nichols. His best run of the night has been 9. He's had a 7 in there. He's been the workhorse for this Edgerton offense. That was his 9th carry of the first half, and now a 3rd and 7 for Edgerton. Inside of 4 minutes to go, first half. 27-0 Edgerton, trailing Antwerp here. Krantz will bring Pasillo in motion here to the near side. Krantz to roll out. Medium route, got Blue for a first down. Quentin Blue at the 43-yard line. That'll be a gain of 13 on the play. And a critical 3rd down pickup. Can Edgerton go punch one home? And now a timeout, Antwerp. 3.5 to go. First half of football. 27-0. Our score. Antwerp in front. We'll be back here in just a moment.
Are you looking for a mechanic that really knows how to repair both foreign and domestic vehicles? Let me recommend Dave Brown at Jason Dietz Customs and Collisions. Dave has spent the last 25 years diagnosing and repairing all makes and models of vehicles in Northwest Ohio. And he's now teamed up with Jason Dietz on State Route 6 just east of Edgerton. So if you're looking for a mechanic that can fix the problem that your last mechanic couldn't, think of Dave Brown at Jason Dietz Customs and Collisions.
In that collision of number 1 ranked teams in the state down in the MAC, it is all Marion local. They add to their lead now, 28-0 over Coldwater. Here it is 27-0. Antwerp, who would have ever guessed that that game would have a shot at a running clock game? You get 2 number 1s in the MAC playing each other. But that one on the verge of one. Here it's 27-0. Antwerp in front. Edgerton a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. It'll be Krantz on the pull, the read, and boy, he got belted. Hit on the play and knocked backwards. We do not have a 51 on our roster. Nope, no 51. So if there's a number change and you're listening from Antwerp, let us know who 51 may be. Hurry up offense. Nichols again with the run. And Nichols brought down at about the 37-yard line. You'll get a couple, and now it'll be 3rd and 5 from the 37. 2:50 and counting to play first half. 27-0 Antwerp on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. One receiver left. 3 receivers slide to the right. Nichols the only running back. So 3rd and 5. Here's Krantz. Looks, dances away from pressure, and a nice run to get up inside the 35. In fact, they'll spot him at the 35. He scrambles for a couple. And now another 4th down opportunity here. Offense obviously staying out there. 27-0 game. 2 minutes to play in the first half. 4th down and a long 2 from the 35-yard line. 3 receivers left, 1 receiver right. Krantz on a rollout in the flat. Caught. It's a 1st down. Good stiff arm by Pasillo. Knocked out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 10 yards on the pass play. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. That stops the clock at 1:52. 5 wide look, quarterback draw. Krantz falls forward to about the 21-yard line. He'll get 4 on the run. Xander Smith, the tackle. Back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd down and 6. Quick screen, far side. Pasillo on the catch. Pasillo down at the 17-yard line. He'll have 3 more. They've already cashed in on a 4th down here. And they'll have a 3rd and short here from the 17. Here is Nichols bouncing to the outside. Nichols brought down by Carson Aldemus at about the 15-yard line. Forward progress will give him a yard and make him a yard short. So another moment of truth here for Edgerton. 50 seconds to go in the half. 4th and 1. Krantz, 3 receivers left, 1 receiver right. Nichols the 1 running back. Timeout coming Edgerton. 41 seconds left first half. 27-0 Antwerp. A 4th and short when we return.
Michael Jordan once said, some people want it to happen, some wish it would happen, and others make it happen. The Edgerton Bulldogs want it, wish for it, and make it happen. The Edgerton Athletic Boosters want to thank all of the Edgerton athletes for their hard work and dedication, and want to wish the athletes and coaches good luck. So from the Edgerton Athletic Boosters, go get 'em Bulldogs. We're behind you all of the way. Good luck to all the Edgerton athletes.
Halftime in the GMC, Ayersville pounding Fairview 28-0. We're approaching halftime here. It's 27-0, Antwerp with the lead. It'll be another 4th down here. Edgerton has cashed in once. Can they keep this drive alive here? 4th and 1 from the 16. Krantz goes 5 wide. Blue starts in motion. And now we'll try to reset as they put it set for play. Late whistle to get it in. Now Blue will go in motion. He'll stop. He'll take the snap right under center and have the 1st down. Quentin Blue gets a couple of yards. They needed 1. He got 2 or 3, and it'll be 1st and 10 at the 14. 39 seconds left. Back to the line of scrimmage here. 3 receivers left. A roll left. Krantz steps up to run. Krantz not going to go much farther. line of scrimmage and +1, and that's probably about it. They'll have to spend a timeout here to stop the clock. 28 seconds remaining. So that would leave Edgerton with 1 timeout. Antwerp with 1 timeout. So we're going to keep it here with a 2nd down and 9 on the way. Double-digit play drive here for Edgerton, cashing in on a couple of 4th downs. And now trying to stick it in the end zone here, trailing 27-0. They have a 2nd down and 9 from the 13 of Antwerp. Both teams with a timeout remaining and 28 seconds left. Again, if you're just joining us, Scotty Krantz in at quarterback pretty much all of this first half. Corey Everett's had to leave with an apparent knee injury after the first series, or in the middle of the first series. Here's a rollout. Krantz looking for the end zone. One-handed grab. Touchdown. Caden Pasillo on the touchdown grab. That's a 13-yard TD pass. If it stands, hang on. Did they mark it for play? Or is this going to be taken off? There's a penalty flag. Too many men on the field against Edgerton. So wipe away the touchdown. So it will be no touchdown. And now the yardage will send them back to a 1st and 15 back at the 18. First and 15 back at the 18-yard line now. So they're resetting because that play didn't officially happen because of the flag before. So 28 seconds left on the clock. And it is a 2nd and 15. Here's Krantz rolling left. Under pressure, is going to be sacked. They got him down, or is it a throwaway? It's Leasty who got in there. Is it going to be down? He's down. Forward progress stopped. So that means the clock, I would assume, should be running. And now the officials will get a stoppage because Edgerton's going to take a timeout. So it's a sack back to the 26-yard line. That'll be a loss of 8 for Krantz. And it is officially now 2nd down. That was 1st down and 15 because of the penalty. Halftime, Wayne Trace leads Paulding 14-0. Also at the half, Tenora hammering Hicksville 48-0. We are approaching halftime. That was the final timeout for Edgerton. 27-0 Antwerp on our Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Nichols will come out of the backfield and join 2 receivers. So 3 to the right, 2 to the left. 2nd down from the 26 and very long. Krantz, seam route, pass caught. Pasillo, he's at the 10. He's going to be down at about the 8. Gain of 17, but that clock is ticking. They have no timeouts. 4, 3, 2. They spike it. And is there time? Yes, just enough for 1 more snap. Incomplete pass. So, barring a defensive penalty, this will be the final play of the first half. So they got to go in zone here. It's from the 7, and it's 4th and goal, but the down means nothing. Timeout, Antwerp, and they want to make sure they got everything right. We're going to stay here. The down means nothing now because, again, barring a defensive penalty, this is your final play of the first half. 27-0. Edgerton trailing Antwerp. At stake for Antwerp, the first perfect season in school history, regular season, first 10-0 season. Also a chance to host not only one but two playoff games if they're able to win next week at home. That should be secured with the win here tonight. Edgerton coming into tonight was hoping to knock off Antwerp and possibly vault into the top 8 and host a game next week. Either way, Edgerton knows they have a ticket punched to the playoffs next weekend. It's a matter of seeding then and where they would go. So 4th down. This is at the 11-yard line. It's officially a 4th and goal at the 11 with less than a second remaining in this first half. 5 wide look, 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Krantz looks, steps up, throws. No, he doesn't. Hangs on. Now fires, and it is a sliding grab, but the ball I don't think ever crossed. It did not. He's short of the end zone. That ball never got across the goal line. And it's incomplete anyways. And even if he comes up with it, the slide, the ball was outside the 1-yard line. And a furious end to the first half. How about this? That was a 16-play drive for Edgerton that got no points. Half comes to an end. Our score at the intermission is Antwerp 27, Edgerton nothing. You're listening to high school football coverage here on B-Rock Sports.
When it comes to choosing a memorial that represents the lasting memories of a person's life, the Fackler Monument Company in Montpelier, Ohio can create exactly what you are looking for, like an eagle soaring through the woods etched on a memorial, a bench that has mom and dad's names engraved into the granite to sit and reflect, a picture of the family farm etched on the stone, or maybe your style is a memorial that has a split headstone with a vase in between for flowers. The Fackler Monument Company of Montpelier, Ohio, serving families in the tri-state area since 1924.
Camco Industries, with facilities located in West Unity, Ohio and Morenci, Michigan, has openings on all 3 shifts for production and assembly operators. We manufacture interior plastic products for the automotive industry. As an operator, you will be required to visually inspect, trim, assemble, and pack parts, as well as label containers. You must be able to pass an entry-level test and a substance abuse test. Camco also has openings for shipping associates, material handlers, and production leads. Camco offers a complete benefit package along with a bonus for the successful completion of probationary status, an attendance bonus, and a referral bonus. If you would like to join our team, please complete an application online at www.kumi-na.com or in person at Camco, 1001 East Jackson Street, West Unity, Ohio, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. All rehires will be considered for employment.
Your home is the one place where everything should be perfect, including your air. Starks Plumbing and Heating Services helps you achieve the perfect air you deserve with reliable, groundbreaking, award-winning Lennox products. Call Starks Plumbing and Heating Services and see how soon you can get a Lennox home comfort system that'll help improve your health and your mood. It doesn't get any more perfect than that. Call us today at 1-800-329-4040 or visit us at starksphs.com.
The Antwerp Athletic Boosters would like everyone to know how proud they are of the Antwerp Archers athletic teams, both the girls and the boys. They always work very hard, putting their heart into every game they play. The Antwerp Athletic Boosters will always be proud of them and will always support them. Good luck to all the players in today's game from the Antwerp Athletic Boosters, proud supporters of all the Antwerp athletics.
Halftime here at Stauffer Field in Edgerton, our main stops of Northwest Ohio halftime show. It is all Antwerp as they lead at the intermission 27-0 over Edgerton. Let's quickly recap the scoring after an Edgerton fumble in that first series in which they lost their starting quarterback and cornerback in Corey Everett. Aldemus and the Antwerp offense would start at 31, and they would go quickly. 3 plays, 31 yards. Carson Aldemus, a 1-yard TD run would make it 7-0 Antwerp. Following a 3-and-out by Edgerton, Antwerp would get it at their own 47. 2 plays later, Aldemus to Brewer, 54 yards. 2-point try failed. It was 13-0. Another 3-and-out by Edgerton, and Antwerp would start at the Edgerton 41. 3 plays, 41 yards, and it was 21-0 Antwerp. Both teams would turn it over on downs. Edgerton would punt, and that would leave Antwerp at the Edgerton 47. By the way, when Antwerp turned it over on downs, they were stopped down inside the 10-yard line, and then Antwerp would get it right back, go right down the field. 6 plays, 47 yards. Aldemus an 8-yard TD pass. That made it 27-0. Edgerton would then have a 16-play drive that would end inside the 10-yard line, unable to punch it in. And that's where we're at scoring-wise, at 27-0. We'll take another short break, and we'll come back and check some first half numbers in this one, so stay with us.
U-Store Storage in Bryan has 44 new 10x20 storage units available on Edgerton Street in Bryan. With 24-hour access and well-lit facilities, U-Store Storage has a unit just for you. Residential and commercial warehouse space is also available. Looking for a storage unit in the Stryker area? Stryker Mini Storage on Industrial Drive has units as well. For all your storage needs, give U-Store Storage or Stryker Mini Storage a call at 419-636-2545. Even though we don't know what life has in store for our homes or car, we can still prepare. Introducing the damage doesn't have to be too damaging policy from American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Contact Danielle Van Atta, agent at 1318 East High Street, Suite A in Bryan, or call 419-636-0408 today. American Family Insurance Company, SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Check out the newest, most exciting venue in the area. The Eager Beaver Axe Hole is Defiance's first axe throwing venue with axe throwing lanes, VIP room, full service bar, pool leagues, and more. Schedule your lane today. Find them on Facebook, Instagram, or call 419-980-7121. That's 419-980-7121. The Eager Beaver Axe Hole, Defiance's first axe throwing venue.
When built right, some things just last, like an American Standard heating and air system, ranked the longest lasting brand by readers of a national testing and research magazine. Horman's Heating and Cooling in Antwerp, Ohio, your local American Standard dealer, can upgrade your home to a system that is proven to last. Horman's Heating and Cooling and American Standard, the highest standard of comfort. Call Horman's Heating and Cooling for your free quote to update your system. 419-258-1640. Horman's Heating and Cooling, wishing the athletes good luck in tonight's game.
First half numbers, Carson Aldemus, 10 of 16, 145 yards. He has a TD pass to Landon Brewer of 54 yards, and then an 8-yard TD pass as well in that first half. He also has 3 rushes for 38 yards in that first half, including a 34-yard TD run as well, and a 1-yard touchdown run. So 2 of his touchdowns, are 2 of his TDs are rushing touchdowns. Reed Leasty has been held in check, just 4 carries for 3 yards. Remember, no Corey Everett's tonight. Scotty Krantz in relief, 6 of 11 throwing for 59 yards. He's rushed 10 times for 14 yards. Warren Nichols, 11 carries for 24 yards. Quentin Blue a carry for 2 yards, and Owen Roth a carry for 5 yards in that first half of play. 27-0 our score. Antwerp in command. We're going to step aside and take a break. When we come back, we'll check out scores from around Northwest Ohio after these messages.
You do your best to protect your loved ones, and while you may keep a fresh battery in your smoke detector and have a reliable home security system, there's a whole different type of protection you may be missing. A life insurance policy from Auto Owners Insurance is a way to safeguard your loved ones now and in the future. Meet with your local independent agent and secure a policy today to protect their tomorrows. Visit Andrews O'Neill & Lowe in Archbold, Bryan, or Wauseon, or visit us online at andrewsoneillandlowe.com.
Athletic Boosters would like everyone to know how proud they are of the Antwerp Archers athletic teams, both the girls and the boys. They always work very hard, putting their heart into every game they play. The Antwerp Athletic Boosters will always be proud of them and will always support them. Good luck to all the players in today's game from the Antwerp Athletic Boosters, proud supporters of all the Antwerp athletics.
When you're in need of a new appliance, go to your local appliance dealer, Direct Link Appliance and Hardware in Bryan, and take it home today. They carry hundreds of new, used, and scratch and dent appliances in stock, and they carry the brands you need. Speed Queen, Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, Amana, and GE to take home right now with you. Then when you have something wrong in years to come, Direct Link will also service everything. No need to call that 800 number and talk to someone you don't know. Just call Direct Link at 419-636-4541, and they'll be out to fix it for you, whether it's under warranty or not. Direct Link Appliance and Hardware in Bryan, your local appliance dealer.
From the B-Rock Studios, good evening, Northwest Ohio. This is Ben Murray in with a check of your halftime scores. Your halftime scoreboard show for Week 10 of high school football being brought to you by the Main Stops of Northwest Ohio. Always open when you need them. The Main Stops of Northwest Ohio. Halftime from Edgerton with our own Andy Brigle at Stauffer Field. Sees Antwerp on top right now, 27-0 over Edgerton. Ayersville is plummeting Fairview 28-0. Your halftime score there. Tenora on top of Hicksville 48-0 at halftime. Wayne Trace on top of Paulding 14-0. Your halftime score there. Last check with 2 minutes, 8 seconds left in the first half. It was Eden over Ottawa Hills 20-14. Montpelier with a commanding lead over Hilltop, 26-0, 2:54 to go in quarter number 2. One final to pass along to you this evening. It was Whiteford, Michigan, 30, and North Central, 0. That game called at half, we believe, due to injuries. Other halftime scores to pass along to you tonight. Liberty Center is up on Delta 28-7 at half. Archibald is up 7-6, your halftime score there. In our sister station broadcast on the Q with Chris Malenga and Nathan Q, Brian and Wasion are tied at 7 apiece. Wapakoneta leads Defiance at the half 12-0. And in the NLL, Napoleon leads Bowling Green 14-7, your halftime score there. And in last check of the number ones, it was Marion Local leading Coldwater 28-0. That game was in the second quarter. That game, again, the battle of the number ones in the MAC. This has been a check of your Week 10 halftime scoreboard for Week 10 high school football halftime scoreboard show being brought to you by the Main Stops of Northwest Ohio. Back out to Stauffer Field and Edgerton with Andy coming up next. I'm Ben Murray. Stay with us on B-Rock.
Forge into the future with Edgerton Forge Incorporated on US 6 just outside of Edgerton. Open interviews Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. until 2 p.m. with immediate openings for maintenance and first and third shift general laborer with pay up to $21.93 an hour. Apply online at edgertonforge.com/careers or stop in to see them for an application and tour the facility at 257 East Morrison Street in Edgerton. Come see what they're all about and join them as they forge ahead. Edgerton Forge Incorporated in Edgerton.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call your State Farm agent, Jody Herman, in downtown Archbold today.
Your friends at your neighborhood Eden Farmers Co-op Country Store would like to invite you to stop in at the Eden, Montpelier, and Edgerton stores to check out their complete line of pet supplies, animal feed, and outdoor products. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff is ready to answer all of your questions concerning their complete line of Kalmbach, Land O'Lakes, and much, much more. For your convenience, your purchase can be carried to your vehicle by one of their employees. Be sure to stop by soon and see them at your hometown country store, the Eden Farmers Co-op.
Since 1875, 4 generations of the Krill family have served this area. Krill Funeral Service realizes that the end can be a difficult and emotional time. They will guide you through each and every step of the funeral process, carefully and with integrity. Krill Funeral Service expresses appreciation for your trust in them and they'll continue to be there for you in times of need. Krill Funeral Service of Edgerton, Eden, and on West Mulberry Street in Bryan, where they offer an on-site crematory.
All right, welcome back out here to Edgerton and our main stops of Northwest Ohio halftime report. Coming into tonight, of course, we were looking at a ton of different scenarios for different teams as they get ready for the postseason. In Division 3, want to go over the local teams and where things stood coming into tonight. Division 3, Region 10, Defiance was still in it and in control of their own destiny. The number 11 seed in Division 3, Region 10. They would go as high as a 7 seed potentially with a win. And with a loss tonight, if enough things happen, they could be out. And they would be no higher than as a 10 seed with a loss tonight. So still, though, overall, a pretty good chance that Defiance would get in, and still overall a terrific season. They're going to clinch their first winning season at Defiance in some time. So Travis Cooper has things pointed in the right direction there. Division 4, Region 14, Van Wert is the 5 seed. They are already in. They could go as high as a 4 seed with a win tonight and could fall really no farther than a 6 seed. So they'll be hosting a playoff game coming up next Friday night. Wauseon, they have already clinched a spot. They were the 10 seed in Division 4, Region 14 tonight. They could go as high. Their ceiling tonight was around a 9 seed, and they could still fall as low as a 12 even by beating Bryan tonight. With a loss, they were anywhere from 10 to 15 tonight, but already in. Bryan, controlling their own destiny. With a win, they were going to be in tonight. They could jump as high as an 11 seed, believe it or not, with a win and some other assistance, anywhere from 11 to 16. And with a loss, they still could find their way in, but would need help. And it would be anywhere from a 15 seed to being completely out of the postseason. Napoleon, they were 3-6 heading into tonight, still in control of their own destiny. They were up on Bowling Green last we heard at 14-7. So that's Division 4, Region 14. In Division 5, Region 18, Liberty Center is the 1 seed this week, and they were either going to remain the 1 seed or be the 2 seed. But with Coldwater getting smoked right now and Liberty Center winning, it looks as if Liberty will be that number 1 seed in Division 5, Region 18. Archibald, they are in. They were the 6 seed beginning tonight. They could go as high if the right combination of things happen and Archibald won. They could jump as high as a 2 seed. They'd be anywhere from a 2 to an 8 seed. So Archibald not only in, but going to clinch a home game tonight with a win. With that loss, they would fall anywhere from 4 to 11. Tenora smoking Hicksville, controlling their own destiny. They were the 10 seed, so they are going to be in. They will be a 7-3 team. Just a matter of how high they would climb. Hicksville's not going to give them very many points on the season with just a couple of wins. Delta was playing Liberty Center tonight. They were the 15 seed. With a win, they would be anywhere from a 9 seed and back. With a loss, they still could squeeze in at 5-5 if they would lose to Liberty Center tonight. It'd be anywhere from a 14 seed to a 16 seed, or potentially they could be out depending on those teams around and behind them. In Division 6, Region 22, Columbus Grove was in as a 5 seed and a home game. Ottawa Hills in the postseason, and depending on what happened with Eden tonight, and they were losing last we heard, they would go as a loss anywhere from a 5 to an 11 seed. Patrick Henry is in the postseason. They are playing tonight and playing Archibald tonight. They've clinched a spot, just a matter of playoff seeding. And Wayne Trace in control of their own destiny as the number 15 seed in Division 6, Region 22. In Division 7, Region 26, Antwerp, they are the 3 seed right now. They are anywhere from a 1 to a 3 seed tonight with that win. If Edgerton would mount a huge comeback tonight, Antwerp would fall only as low as 6, so they knew already they were going to get a home game. But a win tonight would secure that potential double home game. Ayersville is up. They have already clinched a playoff spot. They are the 5 seed this week in Division 7, Region 26, and they would be anywhere from 3 to 9. But that win tonight, albeit against somebody that's not going to grab them a lot of computer points, would do just that. Edgerton has clinched a playoff spot. They're the 10 seed when the night began, and they could fall with a loss and a right combination. They could drop as low as 16. Then it appears that's going to happen because some of the teams behind them are either losing or it's over. In North Central's case, it is over. They have lost. That game was called at halftime, so North Central will finish at 6-4 on the season. Now they have to wait and see if it was enough, if they grabbed enough points to still be in Division 7, Region 26, and you would figure they would be looking at matchups maybe with this Antwerp team, Lima Central Catholic, Macomb, some of those teams that they would potentially play. Eden was the 15 seed at 5-4 when the night began. Now, Eden was an interesting scenario. If they would beat Ottawa Hills tonight, it would take a lot of help, but they could jump all the way up to that number 8 spot, which would give Eden a home game next week. Don't think that's going to probably happen, but they would be anywhere from 8 to 15 seed with a win. They still could squeeze in if they would lose to Ottawa Hills tonight, and they could be out too, 13 seed to being out. So those are just some of the scenarios that were possibilities as the night began. So with that expanded playoffs that began last year, we already began the night with a lot of teams that were going to be in the postseason, a lot of teams securing home games as well when the night began. And there were others that were fighting for their playoff lives as we started here tonight. These were not teams that we're seeing here tonight among those scenarios. Antwerp had already clinched a home game. A win tonight would give them 2 home games if they would win next week. They've already won the GMC, but they were playing for that first ever 10-0 season in school history. Meanwhile, for Edgerton tonight, they came in at 7-2. They knew that they were in the postseason. It was just a matter of where that seeding would take them. Also, if you're just joining us tonight, Edgerton lost Corey Everett very early on the first series to a knee injury. He had a knee injury back in that Paulding game and didn't send him back in. No sense to send him back in at all now in a 27-0 game and see if he can go in week 1 of the playoffs next week. He will be going out now to meet with Carson Aldemus as a captain here tonight, but his night is done and has been done since very early in this game. Aldemus, a 1-yard TD run, a 34-yard TD run. Aldemus with TD passes of 54 and of 8 yards tonight. All of that adding up to a 27-0 Antwerp lead in this one. Our halftime show has been brought to you by the Main Stops of Northwest Ohio. Always open when you need them. And always don't forget about Thirsty Thursday. 79-cent drinks available. Coffees, cappuccinos, soft drinks, and more on Thirsty Thursday at the Main Stops of Northwest Ohio. We'll take one final time out. We will start the second half in just a moment. By the way, an update on what Ben had given you. Bowling Green has scored on Napoleon. Napoleon blocked the extra point. Wildcats up 14-13 in that one. So we'll take that final timeout. We'll start the second half when we come back here in just a moment.
Camco Industries, with facilities located in West Unity, Ohio and Morenci, Michigan, has openings on all 3 shifts for production and assembly operators. We manufacture interior plastic products for the automotive industry. As an operator, you will be required to visually inspect, trim, assemble, and pack parts, as well as label containers. You must be able to pass an entry-level test and a substance abuse test. Camco also has openings for shipping associates, material handlers, and production leads. Camco offers a complete benefit package along with a bonus for the successful completion of probationary status, an attendance bonus, and a referral bonus. If you would like to join our team, please complete an application online at www.kumi-na.com or in person at Camco, 1001 East Jackson Street, West Unity, Ohio, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. All rehires will be considered for employment.
October is Fire Safety Month, and Donaldson's Ace Hardware on Union Street in Bryan has the items you need to keep your house safe. First Alert Auto Fire Extinguisher for $16.99 or a First Alert Household Fire Extinguisher for only $19.99 with Ace Rewards. Or get a First Alert smoke and carbon monoxide alarm for only $44.99 with Ace Rewards. With winter ahead, make sure you change your furnace filters with Donaldson's Buy 3, Get 1 free Ace Basic pleated filters. And get your yard ready for winter with Scott's Winter Guard products to feed and weed your yard. Everything you need for fall and winter only at Donaldson's Ace Hardware on Union Street in Bryan. Ace, the helpful place.
The newest way to save money is also the easiest way to save money. With Midwest Community Federal Credit Union's new rewards checking account powered by Bazing, you get access to thousands of local discounts on shopping, dining, travel, and so much more. All you have to do is show your mobile coupon and save. No matter who you are or what you do, saving money is for everyone. Stop by a Midwest Community branch or visit midwestcommunity.org to open a rewards checking account today.
Michael Jordan once said, some people want it to happen, some wish it would happen, and others make it happen. The Edgerton Bulldogs want it, wish for it, and make it happen. The Edgerton Athletic Boosters want to thank all of the Edgerton athletes for their hard work and dedication and want to wish the athletes and coaches good luck. So from the Edgerton Athletic Boosters, go get 'em Bulldogs. We're behind you all of the way. Good luck to all the Edgerton athletes.
Caden Pasillo to kick it away, and it's a squib kick, and it's loose, and Edgerton, it's still loose. I think Edgerton has it. The onside kick that bounced right off the hands of Xander Smith. So Edgerton will steal a possession, and they will go out with a 1st and 10. At the Antwerp 48-yard line. Trying to pick it out of the air was Xander Smith, and once it ricocheted off his hands, it was grabbed by Edgerton. So Krantz will send trips to the left, one receiver to the right. The give inside goes to Nichols, and not much doing there for Nichols. By the way, we were told 51 is Cyrus Gale. He has a different number than when we saw them earlier this year. Cohen Hitzman made that last stop. Nichols with his 12th carry of the night now for 27 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 9 from the 47-yard line of Antwerp. Edgerton moving right to left here in this third quarter. Trailing Antwerp 27-0 on the Andres O'Neill & Lowe scoreboard. Edgerton will flip 3 receivers left. 1 receiver goes to the right. Nichols will be the right halfback, the only running back. Now he'll stagger over to the left. It'll be Krantz on the zone read, and he is thrown down to the turf. How about Reed Leasty? He has had a whale of a defensive game tonight. Krantz will lose that 1 yard he gained right back. Bryan and Wasion deadlocked at 7. That game going to the fourth quarter. 3rd and 10, Edgerton near midfield. It's at the 48 of Antwerp. 3 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right on 3rd down and 10. Nichols the only running back. Krantz gets the snap, half roll to the near side, steps up, throws out of the flat, incomplete. Pass breakup that time by Caden Winslow, blew the intended target. And now it'll be 4th down. Krantz 6 of 12 for 59 yards. You're down 27-0. You're in plus territory. You got nothing to lose here, so Edgerton will go for it. 4th and 10. They recovered the onside kick. Now they have a 4th and 10 at the 48 of Antwerp. 3 receivers to the right, 2 left, so that'll empty the backfield. Antwerp rushing 3. Got pressure off the edge. Penalty flag is down, and so will be the quarterback. Not officially a sack. And that will bring up, if this is on Edgerton, it'll be refused by Antwerp. And they'll take over on downs. It is going to be a hold. They were trying to save the scalp of quarterback Krantz. So the Antwerp special teams gave up the football, unable to recover the onside kick, and the defense rises up, and now they'll get a start near midfield at their own 48-yard line. First possession of the second half for Antwerp. in front 27-0. Trips to the right, Twins to the left. No running backs for Carson Aldemus. 10 of 16, 145, and 2 touchdowns in that first half for him. Snap comes, Aldemus to throw. Wants the go route, got Winslow over the shoulder, attempt incomplete. Schleicher was the man in coverage for Edgerton. It'll be 2nd down and 10 as they take a shot with Caden Winslow down that far sideline. 2nd down and 10. Empty backfield again. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Aldemus on a 2nd down and 10. Aldemus awaiting, getting the snap. Bubble screen to the near side. Caught. 50. Running downhill 45. Tiptoeing out of bounds is Cam Fuller. It'll be a 1st down, and it's a 1st down at the 40. That'll be a gain of 12 on the play. And they're right back to the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10 at the 40 of Edgerton. 5 wide look again, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. 27-0 Antwerp on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Antwerp first possession of the second half, quarterback draw. Trying to pick his way and nowhere to go. Blake Flower with the stop. It's a loss of 1. 4th carry of the night, 37 yards rushing for Aldemus. Second down and closer to 12 on the play, back near the 42. So 2nd down and 12, staying 5 wide, empty. Back to throw. Aldemus slings it far side, and snatching it at the 35-yard line is Taven Shaw. Falls forward, got 7. It'll be a 3rd down and 5 for Antwerp at the 35 of Edgerton. 9:21 to play, 3rd quarter. You would assume, since they're at the 35 of Edgerton, barring a loss, a sack or something here, you would assume they if they don't get it, they pick it up. If they don't pick it up, they go for it on 4th. 2 receivers right, 3 receivers to the left. 3rd and 5 at the 35. Play clock at 7. Aldemus to throw. Has time. Slings it to the right, and he threw it wide of his target, Cam Fuller. So it'll be 4th down. And that offense will indeed remain out there. Bryan has taken the lead, 14-7 on Wauseon. That game in the 4th quarter. 5 wide look again. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Edgerton has a 4th down stop of Antwerp inside the 10 in the first half. This one at the 35, can they get another? Man coming in motion. Leasty to the near side. Back to throw. Flush to the right is Aldemus. Now looking downfield. Has a pair of targets. It's caught. Is he inbounds? Yes. Reception made by Landon Brewer. It's 1st and goal at the 7. Gain of 38 on the play. 2 receivers in the same neighborhood. And Brewer climbing the ladder to make the grab. 1st and goal at the 7. We haven't seen a lot of Leasty carrying the ball. Just 4 carries, 3 yards tonight. Different game plan against this Edgerton defense. Trips to the left. Twins to the right. Empty. It's been all empty this time for Antwerp. 1st and goal at the 7. Aldemus on the quarterback run. Nowhere to go. He is sandwiched and brought down. Flower with first contact with some help from Justin Huffman. That'll be a loss back to the 10. 2nd down and goal. 8:20 to play and counting, 3rd quarter. 27-0 Antwerp. A score here makes this a running clock game in the 3rd quarter. Empty again. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Play clock at 7. At 6. 2nd and goal at the 10. Snap comes at 3. A roll out to the far side. Pass towards the end zone. Up, and the touchdown grab is made. Got behind the defense. Caden Winslow with the grab. And Aldemus makes it 33-0. Offense will come out as they're going to kick the extra point at 33-0. On to kick Ty Jackson, a 5'6" freshman, left-footed kicker. Snap, spot, kick is nowhere near good. Barely got above the line. 33-0. Antwerp early, or actually 5 minutes, a little more than 4 minutes in. 7:56 left third quarter. We have a running clock game when we come back.
Hi, Dan Stuckey here, broker owner of Real Estate Advantage Team. Are you getting ready to buy or sell a home? I would love to be your realtor. From our first phone call to the closing table, I am with you every step of the way. I will serve you with honesty and integrity. My goal is to provide you with a stress-free home buying or selling process that exceeds your expectations. So let's get you moving. Call 419-636-5100.
Forge into the future with Edgerton Forge Incorporated on US 6 just outside of Edgerton. Open interviews Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. until 2 p.m. with immediate openings for maintenance and first and third shift general laborer with pay up to $21.93 an hour. Apply online at edgertonforge.com/careers or stop in to see them for an application and tour the facility at 257 East Morrison Street in Edgerton. Come see what they're all about and join them as they forge ahead. Edgerton Forge Incorporated in Edgerton.
Quarter number 3, an update in the NWOAL. Patrick Henry leading Archibald 12-7. Both those teams were already in. Archibald was still clinging to a hope of maybe getting a piece of the league championship if Liberty Center were to fall to Delta. But that is going to take a rally on their part. Squib kick coming here to the 30, and it'll be kneeled down and grabbed by Nichols. So we are in a moving clock game now. Edgerton a 1st and 10 at their own 30. Edgerton going to be leaving here tonight at 7-3, and we'll be knowing their destination come Sunday. Well, unofficially, everybody going to know either by later tonight or tomorrow. And those unofficial rankings, although not completely official, are really, really close. Joe Idle does such a fabulous job of crunching numbers. So most people are going to be knowing where they're going. Penalty flag is coming in. We're going to get a false start against Edgerton. Wapakoneta leading Defiance, end of 3, 12-0. That kind of just shows you where Defiance is at. I mean, they had been waxed in this game, whether it be Wapak or Van Wert, the upper echelon teams. This year they have won a game or two against the upper echelon, and they've been in games like tonight against a really good D3 Wapak team. They're D3 Region 12. Here's Blue on a run up the middle. Ran right into the arms of Caleb Laker. Blue will get a couple of those yards back. 2nd and long. Archibald has regained the lead on Patrick Henry now, 14-12. Archibald has had to rally here in the last couple of games, actually in a handful of their games all year. They've been down by multiple scores in some games and come back to win. Had to replace a ton of talent from last year. 4 receivers go right, 1 receiver left. 33-0 Antwerp, 6:25 left. Screen to the far side to Pasillo. Pasillo gets away, and we're going to get a marker down. It's a catch and run of about 9, but it's going to be all for naught. That's going to be an illegal block on the far side on Edgerton. And now we have an injured, and now he's climbing to his feet. Cyrus Gale was down just for a moment and is up and walks off under his own power quickly. So that we'll get rid of that. Now we got to sort out. The penalty marker was down at the 28. So Edgerton in retreat mode here. on that illegal block. Should take us back to about the 13, or I beg your pardon, the 17-yard line. A drive, remember, that began at their own 30. So now 2nd down and 23 for Edgerton. 33-0 Antwerp, halfway through quarter number 3 on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Archers are going to make school history tonight. They are going to have the first undefeated regular season. A season for the ages for Antwerp this year. Back to throw is Krantz. Steps up on 2nd and 23. Going to tuck it and run. 15, 20. Little stutter step to the 25. And he is laid out by Carson Aldemus at the 26-yard line. Wow. That's a run of 10. Or I'm sorry, run of 8. And it'll be 3rd down and long. 3rd and 14. Carson Aldemus has had a really good defensive game tonight as well. You're listening to high school football on WBNO FM in Bryan. 33-0 Antwerp leading Edgerton. 3rd and 14 for Edgerton at their own 26. Krantz from the gun. Throws a tunnel screen to the far side to Weaver. Weaver to the 30. Weaver to the 34-yard line. Brought down by Caden Winslow. Gain of 8. But it'll be 4th and long with 4:45 remaining in this third quarter. So from the 34, it'll be 4th and 6 officially, as the offense will stay out there to go for it on 4th down and 6. Three receivers come left, 2 to the right. So in the empty look, Krantz, pressure coming immediately, and is going to just try to throw it away. And it does go, he does get rid of it. It is incomplete just as he was on the verge of being sacked, and they will take over on downs. Antwerp will. That swarming defense continues. We'll take a short break. Antwerp ball when we come back in 30 seconds.
Have you always dreamed of starting your own business? Are you looking for ways to fund your child's education or save for retirement? Maybe you'd like to buy that dream home. Well, the State Bank can help you meet your financial goals, whatever they may be. With State Bank, you'll get all the products and services you expect from your bank with the personal attention of a locally operated community bank. Find a location near you today. State Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Carson Aldemus throws a little swing pass here to the near side, 30, and Cam Fuller ushered out of bounds at about the 27. Picks up 7 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 3. Facillo the tackle. 33-0 Antwerp on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. We're in a running clock game. Remember, 30 and above in high school football. Marion Local in the third quarter shutting out Coldwater. 35-0. That's a matchup, remember, of number 1 teams in the state. One in D6, or I'm sorry, one in D5, the other in D6. Coldwater, the D5 school. 14-0 Wayne Trace after 3, leading Paulding. Out of the pistol, Leasty gets the call between the tackles. Gets to the 25, 2 yards for Leasty. He's been more active on the defensive end. Eden and Ottawa Hills, where's that at, Ben? Game-wise, what quarter? Halfway through the third, Eden 20, Ottawa Hills 17. Now remember, Ottawa Hills, well, Eden has a kicker, okay, and he has a decent leg. He's the exchange student from Italy. But you look at Emilio Duran, game changer. He has 50-plus yard field goals on his resume. Will it come down to the kicking game in that one? As Leasty runs into the arms of Walkup, picks up about 3 more, and it'll leave them. Nope, it will give them a first down. That was a 3rd down and 1, and Leasty moves the sticks. We are down approaching a minute 40 remaining in this third quarter here. Montpelier leading Hilltop 40-0 late in the third quarter, so that a running clock game. Montpelier going to end their year 3-7 in Andy Robinson's first year as head coach. First down and 10, Antwerp at the 24-yard line of Edgerton. Aldemus, quick screen to the near side. Winslow tries to shake and shed Schleiser, but unable to do so. Gains a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. Antwerp utilizing, knowing that it's a running clock, they're bringing that play clock all the way down every time. Keep in mind, there's a lot to play for this year for Antwerp. They bring basically everybody back next year. From a 10-0 regular season team with a chance to make a lot of noise this year in the postseason. Little swing to the far side to Cohen Hitzman. Positive yardage, a gain of 2 to Cohen Hitzman. Lanky wide receiver, far side. It'll be third down, and Antwerp can bring this and will bring this all the way to the end of the third quarter. 3 in the books here in Edgerton on the final Friday of regular season football. It is Antwerp 33, Edgerton nothing. This is high school football in Week 10 on B-Rock Sports.
When you're inside this winter, you want to not only be warm, but also have great indoor air quality. Well, Stark's Plumbing and Heating Services features it all with Lennox and iWave. iWave safely treats the air throughout your home, plus kills mold, bacteria, and viruses. It also reduces odors from pets and cooking, reduces allergens, smoke, static electricity, and dust in the air. And best of all, no maintenance, no bulb, no other parts to replace. Check out Stark's at starksphs.com or phone toll-free 1-800-329-4040.
When built right, some things just last, like an American Standard heating and air system, ranked the longest lasting brand by readers of a national testing and research magazine. Horman's Heating and Cooling in Antwerp, Ohio, your local American Standard dealer, can upgrade your home to a system that is proven to last. Horman's Heating and Cooling and American Standard, the highest standard of comfort. Call Horman's Heating and Cooling for your free quote to update your system. 419-258-1640. Horman's Heating and Cooling, wishing the athletes good luck in tonight's game.
Damage was already done in the first half, but this a third quarter touchdown by Antwerp made this a mercy rule game, a running clock game, if you will. We're at 33-0 Archers beginning the fourth quarter, on their way to a first ever 10-0 season in school history. And if they're fortunate to win next week at home in the playoffs, this win tonight probably locked them up to a second home game. Edgerton already knew they were in, and they will be on the road somewhere next week, depending on their seeding. So from the 23-yard line, it'll be 3rd and 8. Moving right to left. Aldemus steps up, slings it over the middle, incomplete. Wanted Cam Fuller, and it'll be 4th down. 4th down and 8. Bryan, in what they said was a must-win, now a 2-score lead over Wauseon. Wauseon has really been an offense that has gone stagnant in the back end of the schedule here. 21-7, Bryan with the lead over Wauseon. That is in the fourth quarter. A Bryan win would get them in next week. They were hoping to avoid that number 16 seed where they would have to play Cleveland Glenville. They'll bring the clock all the way down, and now a timeout taken by Jason Hale and company. 10:59 left in this one, 33-0 Antwerp. We'll be right back.
U-Store Storage in Bryan has 44 new 10x20 storage units available on Edgerton Street in Bryan. With 24-hour access and well-lit facilities, U-Store Storage has a unit just for you. Residential and commercial warehouse space is also available. Looking for a storage unit in the Stryker area? Stryker Mini Storage on Industrial Drive has units as well. For all your storage needs, give U-Store Storage or Stryker Mini Storage a call at 419-636-2545.
Andy Brigle back with you here in Edgerton tonight. Week 10 of high school football. 33-0. Antwerp with the lead. It is a 4th and 8 at the 23-yard line of Edgerton. Offense will stay out there. 2 receivers go right. 1 receiver to the left. They're going to double cover smartly. Landon Brewer here to the near side. Man goes in motion. Fake the bubble screen. Slant is wide open. Touchdown, Winslow. Beautifully conceived play. And Winslow on the more of a post route than anything else. And Aldemus hit him for the touchdown. And that'll add to the lead and make it 39-0. Extra point attempt now to come from the freshman Ty Jackson. Eight-play, 34-yard drive for Antwerp. PAT is blocked. Might have been Nichols up the middle, but 39-0 now our score. Antwerp in front. I want to thank Athletic Director Keith Merrillet for doing a great job of hosting us here, not just tonight, but throughout the season. We saw Edgerton as many times, I think, on the road as we did here at home, but bookending here for the opener and here for the last one. So thanks to Keith. Always look forward to seeing him again come wintertime. Girls basketball practice officially starting today. Boys will start next week, so we're not that far from the winter sports season either. But a lot of teams with some football dreams yet. Both these teams still have postseason dreams that will be alive heading into the opening round of the expanded playoffs. Next week's games are called first round games, and then you go to regional quarters, regional semis, regional finals, state semis, and state finals. Now, got to go through a lot more opponents with expanded playoffs now. But chances with those first 2 games, if you're lucky enough to host the opening round and then win, you'll get a second game. Eaton had that happen to them last year on their way to the best season in school history there. This is the best regular season in Antwerp history. How far will it see them advance in a difficult Division 7 Region 26? Far side through the hands, and Nichols probably should have just let that one bounce out of bounds. It was headed that way, but it'll carom off of him, and it'll be Edgerton ball. Been tough sledding for Edgerton from the beginning tonight. Lost their starting quarterback, Corey Everett's, very early to an injury, as Edgerton will begin 1st and 10 at their own 23. Weeks 9 and 10 have been unkind to Edgerton. Fell 31-6 last week to Tenora and trailing 39-0 here. 2 receivers kind of in a bunch to the near side. Here's a jet sweep give to Roth. Roth tries to get the edge. Roth to the 30, 35, and out of bounds at about the 37. Liberty Center on their way to a perfect season. Tell me that score again, Ben. 48-14? 45. All right. 48-14, Liberty Center with the lead. Patrick Henry 20 and Archibald 14. On the exchange, a fumbled snap. Getting back on it is, okay, I want to ask the booth up here. You can answer with me. Marion Local Coldwater, what do you, I just got a stat given to me. What do you think the 50-50 was tonight? 11,000. 11,000. was the 50. I don't think, good crowd here tonight, but I don't think we got to 11th. Now, in fairness, they did start selling tickets this week early. There were different nights in anticipation that you could get tickets. 2nd and 11 with markers down. It's underthrown. Should have been intercepted, but was not through the hands of Taven Shaw. But again, that marker is down. Wayne Trace now up 21-0 on Paulding. So Trace looks as if they're getting in. After 3, Eden 20, Ottawa Hills 17. If we don't have the final when we're done here, our Ben Murray will get it to you hopefully before we're done. That's going to be an illegal shift on Edgerton. The Ayersville-Fairview game has gone final. Ayersville 34, Fairview 7. Ayersville will be playing in Week 11. We have 8 minutes left in this one. It's 39-0 Antwerp on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. It's a 3rd and 11 for Edgerton at their 35. Krantz, 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Krantz rolling out to the left, hit as he delivers that one to Caden Pasillo, just a couple of yards coming. A pair of archers just bearing down on Scotty Krantz, running for his life. It's no be a gain of 2, and Herman will come on and punt it away for Edgerton. The way running clock games work, you zip through second halves. Very minimal stoppages. Herman's kick is a good one, his best of the night. Brewer signals fair catch at about the 33, and Antwerp will get it there. We'll take one short break and be back probably for the finish in just a moment.
If you've been thinking about a remodeling project for your home or business, Thiel Supply Center in Blakesley should be your first choice. Thiel Supply Center in Blakesley not only has all the lumber for that project, they also have all the building supplies you'll need, along with everything you need for the project, including the cabinetry, plus the expertise to help make your home even more beautiful. It's all at Thiel Supply Center, located in Blakesley. Thiel Supply Center, wishing good luck to all the players in tonight's game.
Welcome back out here, Antwerp. We've got regulars out and new players in. Freshman quarterback Hampton Rogie, a 5'10", 120-pound freshman, will turn and hand it off. Flower made the tackle, and the ball carrier was Jackson Jones, a sophomore. Number 40 is who? Jackson Flower is number 40 and has just come in. A chance here now for both teams to get regulars in, and I'm thinking Brody Flagel is going to get seniors in and out here, with some curtain calls. Playing in their final. It's not one that they're going to want to remember, but still a chance to let the home fans salute seniors coming off for their final time. 6 and change left. Another run off the right side for Jones. Brought down by Evan Stark. And it'll be 3rd down now. Ben just whispered a score in my ear and I didn't hear who or what. Try again. 42-0 Evergreen beats Swanton. That has gone final in the NWOAL. 3rd and 11 here, Antwerp. Rogie in the pistol with a 3rd down and 11. Hands it off to Jones, running right. Jones with a little burst and pushed out of bounds near the 36 or 7 yard line. Still about 6 yards shy of the first down as he got 5 on the carry. Want to thank coaches Brody Flagel and Jason Hale for prepping us for this one tonight. Conversing with them, not just tonight, but all games that we did this year of Edgerton and Antwerp. Have to wait and see where we head next week for an opening round playoff game. Edgerton is in. Eden playing to potentially get in. Up 3 in the fourth quarter on Ottawa Hills, 20-17. Here's the Antwerp punt, and a good one. Wow, is that a good one? Inside the 20, and Brewer's kick down at the 17-yard line. That's a 45-yard punt and no return. 4:38 remaining. Antwerp talked openly about wanting to finish this season strong. They wanted to be 10-0. They wanted to continue to make history. It was one of those games where you would think coming in, if the 10-0 carrot wasn't out there, would they be flat, having wrapped up the GMC, having wrapped up a home game? But with that possibility of finishing 10-0, played focused from the get-go. So it's an official shutout. Marion Local to win it 35-0. Maddox Baker is your quarterback now. You don't get a lot of lines here, height and weight on a varsity game very often of 5'4", 115. That is Baker, who just gained out to the 20. And you're saying that's generous on both height and weight? Yeah. 2nd and 7 from the 20. 3 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. Baker to throw the pass, and juggled and caught by Schleiser. And he'll be tackled at about the 30-yard line, wrapped up by Jackson Jones. So it'll be 2 straight in the series for Antwerp now. Overall, Edgerton has owned this series. It'll be 32-16 now when this night is done. 3.5 left. Carson Aldemus with a terrific night tonight. 1-yard TD run, 34-yard TD run, and then TD passes that on the night of 54, 8, 10, and 18. So Aldemus accounting for all of the touchdowns. That catch here on the near side, Caden Sinclair, freshman to freshman, Baker to Sinclair. Montpelier wins over Hilltop 40-0. So that one is final. Again, when we're done, the Midwest Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard show. It'll be a quick wrap up here because of wanting to get to finals. A lot of playoff implications, title implications on the line. On a 2nd down pass play. It's a catch and run again of Sinclair to get Edgerton out to the 38, pick up about 4. Noah Bradbury, the tackle. 2:20 and rolling to play. 39-0 Antwerp. Here on our Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. 3 receivers right. 1 receiver going left. 1 running back on the 3rd and short. Baker. Another pass play caught. Schleiser, 1st down to midfield. Picks up 12. Stop made by Kane Hines. 1st down, Edgerton. Right at midfield with 1:45 left in this one. Trips to the left, 1 receiver right. Baker rolling out far side, throws in the flat. Pass is going to be caught by Parker Eldon. Eldon will get 10 to the 40-yard line. Seeing the Edgerton freshman team here do some nice things. Technically JV, but a lot of freshmen here and on plays late. Next snap will be under a minute to go. Edgerton going to bow out of the regular season at 7-3, 4-3 in the GMC. tight loss to Ayersville and blowout losses now to Tenora and Antwerp here these final two games. And an incomplete toss to Sinclair here to the near side. Just didn't look it in. 2nd and 10. Time for probably one more snap. Half minute to play. 2nd and 10 at the 40. Five wide here on what might be the last snap of the game. Baker steps up, gonna try to run. He will. Has 5 to the 35 and dragged down at the 32, gain of 8. And that's gonna do it for this one. Congratulations to the Antwerp Archers as they make school history tonight. First ever 10-0 regular season. And they do it convincingly here tonight on the road. Your final tonight from Edgerton. Antwerp 39. Edgerton nothing. We're going to step aside. We'll take a break. And on the other side, we start the Midwest Community Federal Credit Union Scoreboard Show. Stay tuned all this week. We will let you know where we'll be in the opening round of the football playoffs for high school football next Friday night. Have a great rest of your weekend. This is B-Rock Sports.